Hi, everybody. How are you? Good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're listening or watching. Welcome to my live stream. I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader. Hold on. And an astrologer. And if you would like a personal reading, please visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Make sure you like this video. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is where you can go to purchase a reading from me. Once again, I am a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a psychic and energy channeler. So if you would like a reading from me, this is where you would go to get a reading. You can text me at 703-791-9162. Phone readings do have same-day priority. Of course, this is the same phone number you would use to also for your reading if you were to get a reading. Also, you can visit my website or email me at lamarrtownsend@gmail.com. Remember, phone readings do have same-day priority. All other readings typically do take 1 to 3 days or less. Typically, it's 1 to 2 days or less if I'm not too busy, alright? So, thank you. Hi, Kelton. Thank you for being here. Also, if you would like a reading, this is my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, just to show you what it looks like. So this is my website. Once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page, alright? You can check out my other social media pages, my Twitch where I do monthly horoscopes. July is already up. You can become a member of my Patreon where I post as well. And you can also check out my podcast on Spotify where I also post horoscopes, or the horoscopes as well. You can check out the reviews from people who have verified purchase readings from me. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook down here where I post regularly as well. However, if you would like a personal one-on-one reading, private session, you would visit the store section of my website. And this is where you can go to view all the rates, services, and products that I do offer. I do birth chart readings. I do mediumship readings if you want to connect to those who have passed on or your spirit guides or ancestors. I do both individual birth chart readings and compatibility birth chart readings if you want to compare your chart to someone else's, your natal chart, birth chart. I do past life readings if you want to learn about your past lives. I do phone psychic tarot readings if you want a personal one-on-one reading. I also do email psychic tarot readings and video recorded psychic tarot readings where I record myself doing your tarot reading, and then I email you the video for you to keep forever, basically. Alright. I also do astrology classes, tarot classes, dream interpretation readings, spiritual development classes. I do candles and so much more. So yes, make sure you follow the directions for after your payment. Once again, everything is on the website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Hi, Gabrielle G. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thank you all for being here. Make sure you all like the video. Thank you all for being here. Like, subscribe. I hope you all had a good day today. Let's talk about Wendy Williams' change in Pluto Retrograde in Capricorn. Alright, let's talk about Pluto Retrograde in Capricorn, basically, and what it means for Wendy Williams and what we can learn from maybe Wendy Williams' situation. Alright, so thank you all for being here. Make sure you like the video. I am also doing live donation readings. Let me fix the camera, hold on. Okay, there we go. I am doing live donation readings, so if you would like a live reading, it is $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. The donation info is also in the description box below. I do also accept Super Chat, alright? Hi, everybody. You look good, friend. Yes, thank you, Kelton. Yeah, I decided to jazz it up a little bit today and put on a scarf. Alright. The same scarf I wear to the gym. Hi, Panifas. Thank you for being here. Hi, Aaron. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So, let's talk about Wendy Williams, Pluto Retrograde in Capricorn, and change, alright? Pluto is the planet of change, evolution, growth. Pluto is also the planet of crisis, alright? So, change with Pluto can involve crisis in some way, shape, or form. Change with Pluto is not always pretty. Alright, a lot of times it's not pretty. Change with Pluto can be painful, especially when it's retrograde. Alright, Pluto retrograde can bring issues from the past all on itself, particularly issues from your past that you have not yet conquered. Fears. Pluto deals with fears, so maybe even fears from your past that you have not yet conquered. And yes, that includes those fears or those situations from your past that you think you've fixed or you think you've rectified and worked out, but you haven't really. All right. Now, when we have Pluto retrograde in the planet of Capricorn, or the zodiac sign of Capricorn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn traditionally. Saturn rules the past. So we have a double whammy of the past coming back around to either aid us, help us in some way, shape, or form, or bite us in the butt. Alright? Capricorn is also the planet of karma. So if you didn't get it during one season, you're probably definitely going to get it during this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn season. Alright? Now we'll look at the chart and see when exactly Pluto goes direct and how long Pluto will actually be in Capricorn. Actually, we can look that up right now. How long will Pluto be in Capricorn? Pluto in Capricorn. And then we can... Pluto enters the pre-retrograde phase on January 6th. Wait a minute. Pluto will retrograde in industrious cardinal earth sign Capricorn from Friday, April 29th, just one day before the first solar eclipse of the year, until Saturday, October 8th. So Pluto retrograde, it sounds like we'll be until October 8th, but once again, we'll look at the astrology software and double check. But child, that's a long damn time to be in retrograde. But I do want to know how long Pluto will actually be in Capricorn. I think it's obviously going to be there for a while. Probably a couple decades, I think. Let's see. When does Pluto leave Capricorn? So we have a transition period starting on March 23rd, 2023 as Pluto goes into Aquarius. Alright, so next year, March 23rd, 2023 is the end of Pluto in Capricorn. Interesting. Let's see, when did Pluto enter Capricorn? Pluto entered Capricorn around November 26, 2008. Wow. So we've been in the Pluto and Capricorn energy since 2008. Think of all the change that has happened since November 26, 2008, right before we transitioned into 2009. For me personally, around that time, I was still in high school, on my way to graduating. So I was probably junior year, senior year in high school around that time when Pluto initially first went into Capricorn. Can you guys remember how, where you were back then in 2008? Now we have Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, alright, until October 8th, I believe, alright? Pluto will be in Capricorn until March 23rd, so this is a crucial time period for change, alright, for a lot of people. You know, a lot needs to probably happen in terms of change and evolution in our lives and as a collective before we can transition into Pluto and Aquarius, which is, can be, I guess, believed to be, you know, what is it called? The times of Aquarius or whatever it is. Aquarius is unexpected change. Aquarius is technology. Aquarius is friends, acquaintances, social groups, community, humanitarianism. Capricorn is about time, career, professional destiny, your status in society. Capricorn is also the father or the father's side of the family, alright? Capricorn is also the past, karma, debt, weight, illness. Capricorn rules the bones and the teeth. Okay? The structure. What typically lasts longer, you know, once we pass is our bones and our teeth. That's how people can usually, you know, that's usually what people find, you know, eons, millions, and billions of years later anyways, is bones and teeth, right? That gives you a lot of information about someone, right? Just saying. So anyways, Pluto and Capricorn retrograde. How does this affect Wendy Williams? Well, Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. Now, thank you, Panifas, for your donation. Now, I'm not sure when Wendy started her show, alright? But, I believe it may have been around that time frame, 2008. You know, she's been on TV for a while. But now at the tail end of Pluto being in Capricorn, and right as we transition into Pluto and Aquarius, Wendy has had many huge changes in her life. You know, she lost the mother, which is interesting because we're in Pluto and Capricorn, which is related to the father. So I'm interested to see how that plays a part in her life, personally. That's her business, right? Pluto deals with the past, all right? A lot of Wendy's past has come up, all right? Pluto deals with career, professional destiny, status, and society. Wendy lost her shell, y'all. Now, I did hear that she's starting a podcast, which is interesting, transitioning into that Pluto and Aquarius energy already, are you, Wendy? I see you, girl. Alright? Pluto is also your status in society. Wendy, we could say, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, just to be nice. And we all have this at some point in our lives. You know, we may have many. You know, Wendy had a fall from grace, basically. A fall from her status as who she was at the beginning of 2008 when she first started her show, thank you, Kelton, and now. Alright? So, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, or Pluto in Capricorn in general, was an interesting story arc in Wendy Williams' life. Now, the interesting thing, once again, about Capricorn, we have to remember, is karma. Capricorn, Saturn is Lord Karma. Alright? So I think that's one part that people miss, and we've seen that a lot show up we've seen this show up a lot during this Pluto and Capricorn energy. The Me Too movement, right? Harvey Weinstein. We could say all those situations were karmatic as well, right? So during Pluto and Capricorn, the past can come back to haunt you. Now the past can also come back to heal you, which is what it's meant to do, right? Capricorn and Saturn is also about self-discipline. Okay? So yes, you were able to attain a TV show, but you weren't disciplined enough, unfortunately, to maintain it. Essentially, in Lord Karma's eyes, alright, that may have been Wendy's downfall. Plus the karma, I'm just saying, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, right? Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn especially does not play. Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, karma's coming fast. Hi, Michael, how are you? Do you think the podcast will be good for her mental, physical health? I did a reading on Wendy on Instagram, and I did remember saying, I think I did it yesterday, I remember saying that it is important for Wendy to be working. She is someone that needs to be working, yes. So I think that is good for her. Hi, Manifested by Aten. Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys like the video, by the way. Thank you for being here. So, how does this apply to your life? Once again, look at the story arc of your life from 2008, 2009 until now. For me, I graduated high school. Well, I was almost about to graduate high school around that time. My father passed away probably around maybe a year or two after that, right? I went into college for four or 5 years. Don't judge me. I changed my major midway. Alright. I had some learning lessons along the way. I started a YouTube channel. Now I've started my own business. I'm interested to see what happens moving into Pluto and Aquarius for me. What about you? Now, what's interesting is that we're not off the hook yet with this Saturn energy. Alright. We have another decade or, so of Saturn energy. Why is that? Because Aquarius is co-ruled by Uranus and Saturn. So you're still not off the hook yet. Just because on March 23rd Pluto moves into Aquarius does not mean anyone's off the hook with karma, career, the past, or anything like that. What must fall, must fall. But the great thing is that, what falls can be built back up again. And that seems what Wendy's doing right now. She's building herself back up again, which I did see something today about her starting her podcast, which is very Aquarius. Aquarius, once again, is social media, the internet, technology. Remember, Uranus or Saturn is also the past. So this is Wendy going back to her roots of talking in a microphone, right? Not necessarily being seen, Remember, the past can come back to heal you. It can come back to haunt you and or heal you with Pluto in Capricorn or Pluto and Saturn energy, period. So just some things to keep in mind moving forward, alright? Apply it to your life how you feel it fits best. I know where it fits in my life, alright? But remember, we all have our lessons to learn, alright? Hi everybody, thank you all for being here. Oh, you graduated in 2009. I graduated in 2010. So, very interesting. Hi, roses are red. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you guys like the video. Remember, you guys, I am doing live readings, so it is $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, but I do also accept Super Chat, and the donation info is in the description box below for you to copy and paste if necessary. Let's get to Panifa's question. Panifa wants to know, let's cleanse the cards, because I've had a few personal readings to do today. By the way, I hope you guys don't mind the sound of the fan going over here. The lights get really hot. So, thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of Bestechmany past reading. I believe Broadway stars when they say it's hot under them lights, because it really is hot under bright lights. Alright. Panifas wants to know, will Panifas win their custody battle? I think you also donated for 2 questions, Panifas, so what's your second question? Will Panifas win their custody battle? 2008, 2009, 2010 were bad years for me. Weren't we in like a recession or something at that time as well? Or was there something going on at that time? At the start of Pluto and Capricorn? Alright. Will Panifas win their custody battle? I get the 9 of Pentacles, so I feel like you definitely have the potential to look good in the court's eyes, I feel like. And specifically in terms of, you know, your ability to provide or your sense of independence, self-sufficiency, things of this nature. So I do see you looking favorable in the court's eyes, or having the courts or the powers that be, you know, whatever we'll say, having a favorable eye on you. I got some more questions about ancient Egypt and Atlantis, but I'm not sure if I should. I think you had some good questions manifest about a ton, so it is up to you. Alright. Oops, child. I don't read reversal, sorry. But I do get the 7 of Cups as your next card, so, I do feel like there could be some stipulations, that maybe you may not like, or you may have to try to negotiate with or on. With the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like whoever this, you know, custody battle is against, you know, I feel like they may have a plan. Well, if I don't win this, I'll just try to go after that. So, make sure you're covering all your bases. I get the 6 of Pentacles. I do think, once again, there will be favor. But I think, you know, the person here, I don't know if you can see, is holding a scale in their hand, and it's balanced. So I feel like you may be favored in some way, but it still may be balanced, or the other person may also get something out of it as well. Yeah, I get the Hanged Man. So yeah, you may have to end up going after more or defending yourself against more than you expected. So even though, once again, it could be favorable on you, you know, for you, don't underestimate whoever you're going against. I feel like they could have a plan A, B, maybe C, and D, or something like that. All right. Thank you, Michael, for your donation. What are your questions? Remember, you guys, I am doing live readings, so it is $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, but I do also accept Super Chat. The donation info is also in the description box below. If you just came on, we had a conversation maybe just about 5 minutes ago about Wendy Williams and Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto Retrograde in Capricorn. So Michael's question is, how does David feel about me? I hung out with him this 4th of July weekend. How does David feel about Michael? I get the Three of Cups, so I feel like, and it was an enjoyable experience. I don't know if you all went, or if you and him went somewhere where you had never been before, something like that. Or if you both went somewhere you had never been before, done something you've never done before. Like, there's something about that. Like, we both had this experience together kind of thing with the Three of Cups. Three of Cups can be a desire for more, to learn more, to invest more emotionally, to be willing to include someone in one's social group. I get the Page of Swords, so this tells me, is this your first time meeting this guy, at least in person? I feel like you two are just getting to know each other. I feel like communication is key. I get a King of Wands. So he could have two sides to him. He could have a side to him where he may be very meek or very indecisive, but the King of Wands could be a different side to him. It could be someone else. You know, I'm not sure, but this definitely would be an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, male or masculine energy. So the King of Wands can be very impulsive. The King of Wands knows what they want. They're very action oriented. The King of Wands can be sexual. Let's pull one more card. Oh no, I get the Devil card. So the question was, how does he feel about you? I would just definitely, what's the words I want to use here? I would be careful of putting all your eggs in this one basket. This guy may just want one thing. I'm not sure if it's sex or if he's just like a serial dater kind of energy. It could be one or the other, or both are that kind of energy. But the Devil card is definitely you not maybe ultimately being the most compatible or the best compatible. Alright. And is there... Oh, let's answer Panifa's question and then we'll get back to yours, Michael. I have Pluto retro in my birth chart. Am I safe, Pluto? It depends where your Pluto is. Panifa's touch says, will my business pick up now that I'm moving back to Africa? Will Panifa's touch business pick up now that Panifa's moving back to Africa? Okay, we have that card fly out. Isn't this the second time I got this card for you? I get the Nine of Pentacles, so I get a yes. I do feel like business will pick up for you. I'm not sure if Africa is like the better environment for you to focus or get more organized, but I get a yes. Or if there's more resources there for you to utilize. I get the Ten of Cups, so there's familiarity. In Africa, there's a comfort, there's a knowing who's who, where's where, you know, where you need to go to get what you need to get, who you need to talk to get what you need to get. Like, I feel like you already know the land, so it's like it's comfortable, it's familiar. I feel like there's people there that can help you. Your Devil card looks like it's wearing a bra, child. It looks like it needs a bra. I get the Ace of Wands, so, I get a yes. I get a yes for you. I get a yes. I think you should move back to Africa. I think it would be very lucrative for you. And I feel like, you know, I don't know, I feel like you may have family there or people you know once again. Is there any potential, there's Michael's next question, is there any potential between David and Michael Spirit? What do you have to say about this? Oh my god, facts. Yes, makes sense. Yes. Is there any potential between David and Michael? Hi, Allie. Thank you for being here. Pluto retrograde in any chart can be difficult change. In your life. Difficult changes in your life. Or painful changes. Why am I pulling a spread right now? Oh my god. Sorry you guys, I did a reading right before I came on live, or you know, earlier before I came on live, so I think I'm just like, it's always a reflex when I do that. Anyways, is there potential? I get the Emperor. So, I don't know, I feel like there's something about this David guy, the way you see potential maybe, or he may portray himself as having potential, definitely. The Emperor is someone who, like, is definitely, like, your type, or they fit, they check a lot of boxes on your, wants and desires list, right? I get the Five of Cups, though, so there could be a few things, maybe emotionally in particular, that could be red flags. That there's a need to pay attention to. I get the Two of Pentacles. Once again, I'm getting the energy of I wouldn't put all your eggs in this one basket. Let's pull one more card. I get the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like at the very least this would be a relationship that would take time to build. And just make sure you maintain your boundaries, Michael. For example, if this is someone you want to potentially date seriously, maybe, just be mindful of, becoming sexual too soon, for example, and things of that nature. But I would definitely, in the meantime, keep your options open. Because I don't even, it's kind of like, is it worth waiting? Putting time and effort in for something that may or may not happen the way you want it to. So, I don't know. I get is there any potential there? I get not really, to be honest. You're welcome, Michael. But that's not to say you shouldn't stop dating him, and, I would just enjoy it for what it is right now, At least not right now, not really. Alright, you guys, thank you all for being here. Remember, I am doing live readings, so it is $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. Let's get to Terrell's question. Yes, it is more resources come for familiarity. Yes, you're welcome, Panifa's Touch. So, Manifested by A10 wants to know, there is a mummy dubbed... Hey, Abyssinian. Manifested by A10 says there's a mummy dubbed KV21B. I was wondering if she was one of Akhenaten's sisters. Hi, Paula Santos. Was KV21B the mummy identified as KV21B the sister of Akhenaten? What do you have to say about this, Spirit? Was the mummy identified as KV21B the sister of Akhenaten? Hi, live from the ground. Thank you all for being here, everyone. Make sure you all like the video. Earlier we were talking about Wendy Williams, Pluto and Capricorn Retrograde, and how that's affecting her right now in her life, basically. It's a very interesting chat. Alright, is the mummy dubbed KV21B the sister of Akhenaten? I get the Knight of Cups, so... I get the Justice card. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you for being here. I think whoever this mummy is, I think they were a part of some sort of royal council. In some way, shape, or form. Just one card, Spirit. I get the Seven of Swords. I don't know. I feel like maybe there could be some relation, but it could be like a distant relative. I don't know if it's one of his sisters. Yeah, I get the Knight of Wands. So I don't know if this mummy KV21B is actually one of the sisters. There could be some relation, but it may be distant. But I also feel like it's definitely possible this person may have been lower ranking in some way, shape, or form, but a part of a council or, some high position in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. What's a royal council? It would be like similar to today's government or something like that. Paula Santos says, I'm going to have to go back and replay the beginning of this video later on. Yes, I'm worried about Wendy. Yeah, I mean, it's all about change. I think I heard something about she's starting a podcast, right? Which, like I was saying, is very Capricorn or is very Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius is technology, social media, the internet. So I think Pluto. Oh my God, I keep getting the names mixed up. I think Wendy. Was Wendy a name? Isn't Pluto the dog in Disney? But Wendy's a name from a whole different cartoon, right? I'm sorry. Anyways. I think Wendy is just really spiritually, maybe her higher self, we'll say, is preparing her for this Pluto and Aquarius transition we have coming up next year. Alright? She shared DNA with the family. Yes, I think it's possible she shared DNA with the family. Maybe it was like a distant cousin. Maybe not a sister. But once again, maybe because, I think ancient Egyptians were very family-oriented people, so it's like, distant cousin, not a sister, you can be a part of the council kind of thing. Does that make sense? Like, it's a hierarchy thing. Hi, Jessica, thank you for being here. Peter Pan, yeah, Kelton. Yeah, Peter Pan. But Pluto was a dog, right, in one of the cartoons. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure that dog's name was Pluto. But yes, Pluto is about change. It's about evolution. It's about growth. So it may have also been time for Wendy to move on from that role in the purple chair. Oh, he's Mickey's dog. Oh, okay, yeah, Pluto. Maybe Wendy learned all she needed to learn and grew all she was able to grow in that purple chair, in terms of her journey. And in terms of where we're at in the world today. I don't know if we care as much about celebrity gossip as we did back in 2008. Do we? I don't. By the way, you guys, I am doing live readings, so this is $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, but I do also accept Super Chat. The donation info in terms of PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo is also in the description box below, so make sure you get your questions in before I sign off for the night. It's a $5 question. My regular prices for personal readings are way more worth it, but way more expensive. So, alright, Anthea says, hi Lamarr, I just woke up here in the Philippines and I heard of very bad news. Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was shot while delivering a speech. It just happened this morning, I think. That's horrible. And you know what's weird is, you guys remember I was doing those readings on the country or the states. I did a reading on New York. I did a reading on California, and I forgot the other one. But something was telling me to do a reading on Japan. Actually, I didn't do it because that happens. Sometimes you just don't listen to spirit, and I'm wondering if I would have seen that. I probably would have seen that. So that means I need to do a reading on Japan. Let me write that down. Thank you for telling me that, Anthea. By the way, make sure you guys like the video. Thank you all for being here. Overseas Filipino workers in Japan love him. I personally think he has a kind face, so I got sad. Yeah, I don't know much about him, but I do love Japanese culture, so I will do a reading on that. The Real Black Swan says, also celebrity gossip is easily accessible to everyone. We don't need Wendy telling us everything. We already read about on IG. That's true. Because in 2008, what is it called again? The Shade Room? The Shade Room wasn't invented. A lot of things, you know, these blogs that we have today weren't, some of them were around in 2008, 2009, but a lot of them weren't. So, the whole landscape of celebrity has changed since then. Everything has changed since then. You know, a lot has changed since then. We're not in the same world as we used to be. So, we all kind of have to change and grow. That's Pluto, right? Nothing can stay the same. Everything has to change. That's a constant in life, is change. The only constant in life is change. So true. Yes, Paulo. Media takeout wasn't even a thing in 2008, I don't think. Yeah. I think TMZ was a thing back then, but I'm pretty sure TMZ was like just starting. 2008, 2009 was when Lady Gaga first came out. Look at how much the world's changed since she came out. Especially music. That was literally around the time she came out with her first album. Just dance, gonna be okay. Da da doo doo. I kind of missed that era. That was a fun time. Manifested by A10 says I got more, but I'll ask another time. Oh, okay. Sounds good, Manifested by A10. So where is everyone's Pluto in? My Pluto is in Capricorn. I told you all about that. Where is everyone's Pluto? Thank you, Rhonda, for your donation. I missed MySpace. Yes, MySpace was a thing back in 2008, 2009. I'm pretty sure in 2008, 2009, Facebook was just starting. Because I remember we were using Facebook in high school. In my generation. Like, that was the number one way to, like, talk to people was Facebook. I don't think Instagram was a thing. Or Instagram, I think Instagram was, like, just starting. Wait, my Pluto's not in Capricorn. My Pluto's in Scorpio. I'm sorry. What am I saying? Alright, Rhonda, let's get to your question. Yeah, your Pluto in Scorpio? Yeah, me too, Jessica. Thank you, The Real Black Swan, for your donation. What is Rhonda's question? But yeah, I missed MySpace. MySpace was so lit. And you could put the music on your page. That's how I discovered a lot of music, was people's pages on MySpace. Good times. Who remembers Zanga? I think that was right before Pluto went into Capricorn. I think Zanga was like 2006 or something like that, right? Zanga was like the precursor to MySpace. It was just like basically like a blog. And your Lilith. Okay, my Lilith is in Capricorn. The Real Black Swan, what is your question? And what is Rhonda Wright's question? Thank you all for your donations. Remember, is my crown falling? Remember, you guys, I am doing live readings, so it is $5 for one question. Get your readings in before I sign off. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. The links to those is also in the description box for you to copy and paste, but I also do accept Super Chat. Alright, yeah, I love decorating my profile. Me too. And remember doing like your top friends or whatever it was called? Your best friends or whatever it was called. The Real Black Swan says, why is my mother giving me a cold shoulder and paying more attention to my sister? Why is the Real Black Swan's mother giving the Real Black Swan the cold shoulder and paying more attention to the Real Black Swan's sister? What do you have to say about this, Spirit? I guess the Three of Cups. Three of Cups can have like a dip. Hi, honey. Yes, the top 10. Three of Cups can be an elevated opinion or belief about something. Three of Cups can be going through the motions emotionally, having an opinion about something emotionally, but like ruminating it over in your head, ruminating over it in your mind, within your own emotions before you bring it up, kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but maybe someone who's felt that before understands. I get the Two of Swords, so I definitely feel like there's something basically going on within her that may be troubling her, maybe either about you or just in general. It may include you, that could involve opinions, beliefs. It could also, thank you to whoever just donated, it could also involve, Two of Swords to me is like sometimes like a crossing of boundaries, or setting your boundaries with the way the sword is across their chest here. I don't know if you can see the glare, I'm sorry. Let's pull another card. So I think there's something she's thinking about going through that she's just not saying to you. I feel like she may say it soon though, or say it eventually once she's worked it out within herself first. Does that make sense? Let's see. I get the Four of Swords. I also feel like there could be an energy of maybe she's kind of getting with the sister, your sister, because maybe she's talked about you to the sister before, kind of thing. It could be that kind of energy. Or talked with the sister about you. Yeah. Let's pull one more card. I think she's going to say something, though. I don't know. It's like, it's maybe how she says it. But I think she's going to say something. Whatever's troubling her, she may either say something about it or allude to it. Alright? It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'm just going to use this as an example. I know it may be really like petty or, you know, but maybe it's like you share a bathroom and she's really irritated because she thinks maybe you're the one that is leaving the toilet seat up, right? But rather than ask you directly, are you the one that keeps leaving the toilet seat up? She's like, so someone keeps leaving the toilet seat up, and I don't know who it is, but, you know, I just, you know, she may come up with reasons why she doesn't like it, and blah, 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 blah. Maybe as an effort to get you to say, oh, well, maybe it's me, my bad, kind of thing. Like, she may do something indirect, but either way, like, the point is for you to read between the lines and figure it out, if that makes sense, because the Page of Swords can be very indirect. I feel like there may be something indirect in her approach, but anyways, that's what I get. I feel like that's why she's giving you the cold shoulder. I feel like there's something going on with her that may be troubling her, either about you or something that eventually she's going to bring up, and she may have talked to the sister about it. Alright, so let's get to Rhonda's question. Thank you all who also donated for your questions. Thank you, Drika, for your donation. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anyone. Hey, Lamarr, I just donated. My question is, what are my neighbors throwing around my home? Alright, let's get to Rhonda's question. Alright. Let's get to Rhonda's question. Rhonda wants to know, I would like to know, will I pass the state board for becoming a massage therapist? Will Rhonda pass the state board to become a massage therapist? Will Rhonda pass the state board to become a massage therapist? You're welcome, the Red Black Swan. Will Rhonda pass the state board to become a licensed massage therapist? Spirit, what do you have to say about this? Father God, what do you have to say about this? Will Rhonda pass the state board to become a licensed therapist? I get the Justice card. This could be a yes. It represents legalities, contracts, things of that nature. I get the Nine of Pentacles, so I feel like you're well prepared for you to pass the state board. Alright. Or it would benefit you to go in prepared. Nine of Pentacles can also represent you having experience. I get the Page of Cups, so I feel like there could be some things, I don't know if this is your first time taking the state board, but there could be some things about it that, what's the word I want to use? You're like, you may not know, or you may have to guess on, based on your best judgment, with the Page of Cups coming up. But I get the Ace of Swords, so I get a yes. I do see, you know, a potential for you to pass, definitely. But I would go in prepared. And try to educate yourself on things that you may not know, but that could be on the board, the exam as well. All right. Honey, are you Drika? It was nerve-wracking, and I heard if the questions get harder, that means you are answering correctly. And my questions were based on muscle movements and etc. Oh, that does sound stressful, child. I thought it was one of those things where you like take an SAT test. You just go in and, you know, circle the answers. That sounds really nerve-wracking. It varies for all. Just do some last-minute studying and you got it. Yes, exactly. I got to thank you for your reading. You kind of confirmed everything in my book about my past life in Egypt. You're welcome, Manifest about a 10. Alright, let's get to Honey's question. Remember, you guys, I am doing live readings. $5 one question reading, so it is $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, but I do also accept Super Chat. The information, donation info for PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo is also in the description box below for you to copy and paste as need be. Alright, so let's get to Honey's question. Hey Lamarr, I just donated. My question is, what are my neighbors throwing around my home? Thanks. Thank you, Journey, for your donation. What are Honey's neighbors throwing around Honey's home? What are Honey's neighbors throwing around Honey's home? Remember, you all, I'm also available for personal readings as well. What are Honey's neighbors throwing around Honey's home? I get the Eight of Cups. Whatever it is they're throwing, it could be something where they're throwing it, or it's getting in your yard, or it's getting in your home and they're not thinking about it. There's maybe no regard, really. I get the Chariot, and maybe in an effort for their yard or their home to look clean or something like that. I'll Cash App, just looking for a general reading. Thank you, Mr. Gibson. You're welcome, Rhonda. Thank you, Jenny, for your donation. Yeah, I get the Six of Cups, so I feel like whatever it is, I don't get that it's menacing. I feel like there may be something about it where they're not thinking twice about it, or I feel like, do you know they're throwing it in your yard, or is something ending up in your yard? Are you catching them on camera? We'll pull a last card. I also feel like they could be throwing their rock and hiding their hand. I feel like they do whatever it is they do and act like they don't know what you're talking about or what people are talking about. I get the Queen of Wands, so it could particularly be a woman, maybe an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo woman. But I'm wondering, is it a pet involved? Like, because I get a pet. And there's a cat in the picture. Let's pull one last card. Thank you, Rhonda, for your donation. I get the Six of Wands, so whatever it is, I feel like you can stop it by just walking up to them. And yeah, I hear them throwing water, not sure why. Oh. Yeah, I feel like you can just like walk up to them and say, hey, can you stop doing that? Or what are you doing? Like with the Six of Wands, you may have to confront them, you know. How you choose to confront them is up to you. This is your home, so... But I would try and at least be civil about it, right? But that's what I see. Thank you, Dailu, for your donation. Let's get to Journey's super chats, and then we will get to Rhonda's Cash App. Thank you, Shane Royale, for your donation as well. I like that name, Shane Royale. That sounds very luxurious. Alright, okay, thank you so much. Just wanted it to not be negative. Yeah. I would just approach them and say, you know, hey, I noticed you do this and that. What is it you're doing? What is that? You know, can you stop? Or, you know, however you choose to approach it. I don't like when you do that to my yard. You know, something like that. Alright, Johnny wants to know, is my date with Jay still on for tomorrow? Alright, Journey's question is my date with Jay still on for tomorrow? Is Journey's date still on with Jay for tomorrow? Is Journey's date still on for tomorrow with Jay? I get the Fool card. There definitely could be an element of it being up in the air. It's kind of one of those things where no one's texted each other first, so is it still on? Do I text them? Do I say something? What do I say? I get the Seven of Swords, so I don't know if I would play that game in particular. They haven't texted me. Do I not say anything? Do I just wait for them to text? If they haven't texted you by a certain amount of time, I would text them and say, you know, hey, are we still on? Like, don't make it a mental game. That's not going to work with the Seven of Swords coming out. Alright, and the Fool card. Just be straightforward. I get the Temperance card. So this is definitely a yes. A potential for a yes. Thank you all for your donations. And I get the Four of Swords. So, I get a yes, but things could change or plans could change. Something like that. So maybe be open for, you know, be adaptable. Or, you know, something along those lines. But I definitely, if contact hasn't been made by a certain amount of time, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't play the game of, well, I'll wait for them to text me first. I don't think it's like that, or needs to be like that. Alright, Jenny's next question is, how does R currently feel about me? How does R... Thank you, Shane Royal, for your donation. How does R currently feel about Journey? How does R currently feel about Journey? How does R currently feel about Journey? Back last night. Thank you. I accept and protect the message. How does R feel about Journey? You're welcome. I get the Ace of Cups, so R definitely may have some strong feelings for you or towards you in some way, shape, or form with the Ace of Cups coming out. Definitely could be some emotional feelings, could be romantic. Once again, I'm not sure of the context between you and R. However, I do get the Five of Wands showing up right next to it, so I don't know if there's some arguments you've recently had with this person, or if you have moments of disagreeing, not seeing eye to eye, misunderstandings, miscommunications. I get the World card, so like even if there is that kind of energy, I think that you forgive quickly or they forgive quickly. This could also represent them being a little bit temperamental, or this relationship being temperamental. Let's pull one more card. I get the Ace of Swords, so maybe you two could talk soon, you and R. There could be some prominent conversation that may come from this person. Alright. That's what I see. Thank you, and yes, so true, so accurate. Yes, you're welcome, Journey. Alright, you guys, let's get to these. Well, let me see if someone sent to PayPal. Let's get to these Cash Apps, and then we'll go back to the Super Chats. I'm going in order of who donated. So I think Drika... Wait, we did... honey. So I think now we're doing... Hold on. We're doing Rhonda and Shane Royale sent a donation for 2 questions. So I think Rhonda put their question already. So let's just scroll down. Uh-oh. YouTube, I have to watch the comment section because you're holding back comments. Really, YouTube? Alright. Alright. Rhonda says, I just submitted another 5. My scenario. I have a cousin that I had fallen... Wait. I have a cousin that I had a fallen out with in the past because she was lying on me. We recently connected and fell back out because she lied on me again. What is her issue with me, and why does she contact me and want to be around me only to lie on me? What's her motive? Oh, thank you to whoever just purchased a reading. Thank you to whoever just purchased a personal reading. Alright, what is Rhonda's cousin's issue with Rhonda, Spirit? What is Rhonda's cousin's issue with Rhonda? Why does this cousin lie on Rhonda? What is this issue with Rhonda? I'm hot. I need some water. I have to take a water break in a minute, y'all. But we'll keep going. We'll finish up these last bit of readings. What is this cousin's issue? This cousin definitely could have some... Exactly, Jessica. I was literally about to say that. Just as your comment popped up. I feel like there could be some jealousy with this cousin. Towards you, Rhonda. The 9 of Swords is... a card of... Well, we have to understand 9 is a card of self-reflection. How one sees themselves and how others see them. 9 can also be how one thinks other people see them. So, 9 can be a card of self-reflection, which with the 9 of Swords, it's like, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, I wish I had done this, I wish I had done that, I wish I would be in this position in my life. So, Jessica's right, there definitely could be some jealousy energy showing up. Yes, Dalu, I know you sent a donation. I'm just getting through the Cash Apps first, and then we'll get back to the Super Chats. I get the 3 of Pentacles, so... Three of Pentacles could be hypocritical energy. She may say one thing, do another, do one thing, say another. She may say one thing, do one thing in front of you, say another, do another behind your back, kind of thing. I feel like she's also a gossip. I feel like she may go to other people and gossip, or like something like that. I think the wheel or the hangman can represent stagnation. Alright. So I think your cousin is one of those people where she feels uncomfortable when people progress past her. Because she feels like she's like not progressing fast enough. Or once again it reflects not good on her. Alright. I feel like she can also be very opinionated. Inserting her opinion or her beliefs. Things of this nature. She can also be maybe a little bit of a Debbie Downer. Like blocking your blessings almost. Like, well, I wouldn't do that. Just because you wouldn't do it doesn't mean Rhonda doesn't need to do it. Or, you know, shouldn't do it. Alright, I get the Devil card as the last card here. So definitely a toxic energy between you and your cousin. And I think it may be okay for you to set your boundaries with her. Alright, I'm not going to say cut her off. That's for you to decide. You know, I'm never going to tell you, even in a personal reading, you need to do this. No, you do what you want to do, but I'm going to tell you this is a toxic relationship. So you do what you want based on that information. But that's what I see in regards to your answer. That's why she does that. Alright? So does that make sense, Rhonda? I felt it right away. It's definitely energy, child. That's her bad spirit. It sure is, Rhonda. So I think you need to trust your instincts. Who is Shane? Who is Shane Rage? Oh, I was Mr. Gibson. Okay, Mr. Gibson, where are you? Mr. Gibson, you donated for 2 questions. Please put your questions in the chat. Please don't tell me your questions are being deleted by YouTube or something like that, because if you've been typing in the chat, I don't see your questions showing up. I don't see you typing. So, Mr. Gibson, thank you for your donations. You sent a donation for 2 questions. Please put your 2 questions in the chat. Or, if you can't, please follow me on Instagram and send the questions DM on Instagram. Oh, just a general reading. Oh, okay, thank God, because I really didn't want to have to go through all that. Alright, this is a good time actually to take a quick water break. So let's take maybe 2 minutes. I'm going to go get some water, put some ice in it, and I'll be right back and get to these questions, okay? I'm thirsty. Ooh, sorry, I was thirsty. Just a general reading. So let's do a general reading on Shane. And then Shane, what's your second question? Do you want both to be general? She's an Aquarius. I'm a Taurus. She intentionally lies. She always wants to be around me, then goes behind my back. I wouldn't trust her. She could be someone that blocks your blessings, girl. Don't have someone like that around you. She's a vampire girl. Love her from a distance. Exactly. Your Capricorn videos from a few years ago were actually 100% on me, so I'd like to see what you say about my current tarot, hence the general reading. Oh, okay. Sure, 2 generals. Okay, well, what message does Spirit have to say to Mr. Gibson? Spirit, what message do you have for Mr. Gibson? Spirit, ancestors, protectors, spirit guides, Father God. What do you have to say to Mr. Gibson? What does Mr. Gibson need to know right now? Thank you to whoever just donated. Okay, just 1 card at a time, Spirit. I get the Queen of Swords, so a Queen of Swords could be prominent in some way, shape, or form with you, Mr. Gibson. This could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, female or feminine energy. A Queen of Swords is very receptive. A Queen of Swords is very observant. Maybe these could describe qualities that you're experiencing right now within yourself. A Queen of Swords takes in information visually, verbally, aesthetically, you know, all the details for use for later. So maybe this describes you or someone around you, possibly. You may want to pay attention. Alright, let's see. What further things you have to tell Mr. Gibson, Spirit? Alright. I get a King of Swords. So, once again, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, male or masculine energy. So, this could be you. The King of Swords is someone that is similar to the Queen of Swords, in which he or they are observant. They take in information, but they use their intellect to their advantage. Or they use their intellect for a purpose. There's someone, the King of Swords has a unique understanding of, say for example, a King of Swords owns a business. The King of Swords is someone who understands every person's job in that business, down to the plumber or the people that clean. The King of Swords may know what time they come in, what time they leave. This is a King of Swords, very observant, right? So, very interesting, Mr. Gibson. I'm not sure what this means. Let's see. Are you a Capricorn? Are you Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Are you a January Capricorn? A lot of people are showing up for you. I get a Queen of Wands. This will be an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. A Queen of Wands is someone who is a feminine or a feminine energy, a woman, very action-oriented, creative, open-minded. Queen of Wands could be someone who practices magic, spirituality, or could be very unique, different. You're a Capricorn. Why are so many people showing up in your reading? I get the Ace of Wands. So I get forward movement, alright, with you, Mr. Gibson. I get forward movement. Maybe within the next, it could be, I don't know what's going on with you, but it could be maybe within the next day at the earliest, because the Ace is a 1 card. Or it could be within the next week, 1 month, 1 year, alright. There is definitely forward movement. The Ace of Wands is about you taking action in some way, shape, or form. So it seems like maybe these people are involved with whatever this action is you're taking. The Ace of Wands is typically an action or moving in a new direction and a new path. So let's pull one final card and then we'll get to your next general reading, your general message. I get the Star card, so, I don't know, I see you moving in a new path, once again within the next maybe day, 1 week, 1 year, 1 month. And I feel like wherever you're moving towards, the Star card, so you're moving to a place of being right where you're meant to be, alright? That could be setting you up for a major blessing in some way, shape, or form. The stars will align for you soon. But as long as you keep moving on a certain path, they'll align, I feel like. A path that could involve these 3 people, okay? So, family. Okay, yeah, maybe it's family. What other general messages does Mr. Gibson need to know right now, Spirit? What other general messages does Mr. Gibson need to know right now, Spirit? Thank you to whoever just donated. What general messages does Mr. Gibson need to know right now? Yes, Capricorn. She's a vampire, very draining. I'm done with her. She just wanted to know why she does what she does. I just wanted to know why she does what she does. But jealous sounds about right based off what's been reported to me about what she's been saying. Yeah. What other messages do you have, Spirit, for Mr. Gibson? I get the 9 of Wands, Mr. Gibson. 3 immediate people, immediate family, all Pisces, Taurus, Virgo. I don't know, it could be family, it could be someone else. Once again, just be open. I get the 9 of Wands showing up for you, Mr. Gibson. The 9 of Wands is an energy of questioning whether or not you are prepared for something, questioning whether or not you're good enough for something. It's questioning yourself in some way, shape, or form. Questioning your decisions. Should I do this? Should I not do this? So maybe there's something you're going through right now that you could be questioning. Alright? Or it could be coming up in maybe in the next 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months. Alright? I get the Page of Wands. Thank you, Sydney Chanel, for your donation. I get the Page of Wands showing up. I feel like, Mr. Gibson, you need to be careful of being impulsive, especially based off maybe a fear, a lack self-doubt, because you could end up making something worse. I get the Fool card. I feel like you could be rushing something, or you could be wanting to rush something, but it would be best for you to go with the flow. And I get the Four of Wands. So it could involve, once again, other people. 4 is a card of social groups, social networks, social media, the internet, technology. 4 is also a card of unexpected change. So let's pull one more card. But I get an 8 of Swords. I feel like you doubt yourself. Maybe you doubt yourself, especially when working in large groups of people. Or you may be working with a certain group of people, or with a certain group of people that may cause you to doubt yourself in some way, shape, or form. I get a little bit of prove them wrong energy, but be careful with that. Don't make your sole goal or purpose to just prove people wrong, or, you know, prove yourself right or something like that. Because I don't know how that intention, having just that sole intention with the Page of Wands here, will fare out for you. So be careful of being impulsive, making impulsive decisions. Be open. And don't let other people hold you back from making certain decisions you need to make. Maybe, for example, just because you have friends, you know, that you work with and you get along really well with them, you don't want to leave these groups of people, doesn't mean you shouldn't look for a new job because you deserve better, or like it's time for better. Like, there's something about that. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. Those are your general messages, Mr. Gibson. Thank you for your donation. Thank you, Kelton, for your donation. Thank you, everyone who donated. I think next we have to get to the super chats, and then we'll get to back to the Cash Apps and PayPals. So Dilu's question is, hi Lamarr, I'm having a hard time staying productive during the day. I have a big exam to study for, which will take months of studying, but I'm having a hard time keeping a routine. Any advice? Let's see. What advice, Spirit, do you have for Dilu about how to stay productive? Not bad, Lamarr. Thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Gibson. What advice do you have for Dilu about how to stay productive, Spirit, during the day? What advice does Spirit have for Dilu about how to stay productive during the day? How to keep up a routine. Thank you, Agro de la Noche, for your donation. I get the 5 of Swords, so you definitely need to decrease your distractions. TV, other people, conversations around you, music, your phone. If you need background music, maybe put on background music that can help you focus or be productive. One of my favorite things to do when I don't like the quiet, because sometimes, me personally, I can get like this where I don't like the quiet, so I need background noise. So I just like to put on like meditation music, or, you know, so I recommend that. Or I recommend, if you can stand it, some people don't like it, it actually does work, classical music, alright, can be good for that too. So you definitely need to decrease your distractions. Let's see, Spirit, what other messages do you have for Dilu? I get the Page of Swords, so I think you need to develop a routine in terms of your own self. So if you know you study best at night for whatever reason, maybe develop a routine around that. If you know you prefer sleeping during the day, maybe develop a routine around that. If you know you like to go out, you know, every now and then, or, you know, go to the gym or do this and that, develop a routine around what's comfortable for you. I think you need to, like, kind of figure yourself out a little bit too. Or, like, pay more attention to your likes, your dislikes, what works for you, things of that nature. Hi, Mona Nicole. Thank you for being here. Make sure you all like the video, by the way. I get the 3 of Cups. I think you, once again, need to develop a routine that's comfortable for you. I don't know if you're necessarily a person that can stick to doing the same thing every single day. I think having a little wiggle room is going to be important for you, Dailu. Or else I don't know if you'll stick to it. 3 is the card of doing something and then, like, you know, not sticking to it if you're not careful. I get the 6 of Swords. I think the best thing you can do, once again, is operate with your body. Operate with your circadian rhythm. If you know you tend to crash around 8 p.m., maybe around that time, start drinking tea, start drinking a green drink to kind of keep your energy up, rather than coffee, or rather than a very sugary drink, because that'll make the crash worse. You know, that's just another example. If you know food, if you eat too much food tends to make you tired, then right before you study or right before you need to do this or that, you know, eat something light. I mean, this is how you're going to need to work your schedule, your routine, alright? At least starting out. So I hope that makes sense, Dailu. I think that's once again based off, maybe it's just someone that has issues with consistency. It happens. Alright, Jessica's question is, my throat has been sore lately. Is it serious enough to go see a doctor? Should Jessica go see a doctor about her sore throat? Is it serious enough for this person to go see a doctor? Spirit, what do you have to say about this, Spirit? Jessica's sore throat. I get the 3 of Wands. Three of Wands can be getting an expert opinion. 3 of Wands can be getting an opinion from someone who's educated. I get a 3 of Pentacles. It might not be a bad idea, especially if it's getting kind of particularly bad, for you to get an expert opinion, because I get another 3 of Pentacles. It may be worth the money, the copay, whatever it is you have to pay, just to have them look at it and maybe give you something that can help it heal faster. Sometimes it's a gamble, you know, with some medical professionals, will say. But Spirit is saying, yeah, it might not be a bad idea to get like a second opinion with the Knight of Swords coming up, particularly if it's affecting your ability to speak or communicate effectively. Alright? Let's pull one more card for this question. I get the Lovers card, so either way I do see it healing. But it could heal faster by you going to the doctors and getting their opinion, but it also could heal by you doing your own kind of thing. Of course, I know gargling helps with a sore throat, but you can gargle with warm salt water, but make sure you add a little bit of, just a little bit, and don't swallow it, alright? A little bit of hydrogen peroxide, just a little, alright? Hydrogen peroxide is really good at killing any and all, you know, most, you know, bacteria, alright? So that's what I see about that. But that's my answer for that. And your next question is, and who has been thinking about me romantically? Who has been thinking about Jessica romantically? I know I'm not trying to be holistic, but I will definitely make an appointment. Yeah, I would make an appointment. Thank you, Lamarr. That helps a lot. You're welcome, Dailu. Who has been thinking about Jessica romantically, Spirit? What do you have to say about this? Who's been thinking about Jessica romantically? I feel like you need to drink tea, Jessica. I see you drinking tea. A tea with lemon. I'm seeing like a lemon rind in the tea. So whatever tea you drink, make sure you put lemon in it. Alright. Who has been thinking about Jessica romantically? I get the Lovers card, so definitely someone has been thinking about you romantically, or seeing you in a romantic kind of way. Alright, or it could be attraction, definitely. Ooh, I get the Emperor, child. So there definitely could be someone, maybe, who could be older in a position of power. Could be someone you've known a while. Could be someone you work with. In some way, shape, or form as well. Definitely a powerful man if he shows up as an emperor. So whoever he is, he may hold some sorts of power. Maybe he has his own business. He's a CEO, or maybe he's known in the town, city, state. I get the Knight of Swords. So this could be this emperor coming in and taking action. This could be someone else. This could be two completely different people. But the Knight of Swords is about coming in with action, specifically communication. Knight of Swords is like an energy of someone hitting on you, flirting with you, right? Yes, my mom has lemons in the fridge. We'll do it in the morning. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I definitely will put some lemon in it. Alright, I get the King of Swords. So I get a couple different people showing up for this question, Jessica. I get an Emperor, I get a Knight of Swords, and I get a King of Swords. So this could be 3 different people. At the very least, it could be 2 different people. It could be 3 different versions of the same man. But once again, the King of Swords is about communication. So someone could come through and make a move. Once again, it is via communication. So maybe they'll flirt, maybe they'll hit on you, they'll say something, you looking mighty fine today, mama, something like that. So just keep your eyes and ears open, Jessica, alright? If you don't know who this person already is. Alright. So that's what I see for that question. Alright, you guys. Now, we've had a couple donations come in. Child. I didn't expect y'all to send so many donations. Okay, let's see. I don't know who sent who first. Who sent what first. So I think Zion sent theirs recently. So that's a Abyssinian, I think. Uh-oh. So I think the Cash Apps came first, right? The Real Black Swan sent another donation. When did the Real Black Swan send their donation? Hold on. I have to look at the notifications and see the times. The Real Black Swan sent a donation recently. So the Real Black Swan, please ask your question. Kelton also asked a question. Sydney also asked a question. Kelton, where... Oh, Kelton, you look cute. Is this you in this picture? Kelton wants to know, what's the energy around my love life? I hope you're in the room, Kelton. Oh, I missed you. I'm sorry, Agua de la Noche. Sorry. Hi, Rhea. Thank you for being here. Let's answer Agua de la Noche's question, and then we'll get to Kelton. I missed Wendy. Yeah, well, we talked about Wendy earlier. But I do think Wendy is coming out with a podcast. So Wendy's just getting prepared for this new transition of Pluto that we have coming up. So if you missed that conversation, you may have to rewind after we do the replay and watch it. Alright. Let's answer Agua de la Noche's question very quickly. What message does the universe has for me? What message does the universe have for Agua de la Noche? What message does the universe need Agua de la Noche to understand and hear at this time? I get the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands can be drama. The 5 of Wands can be disagreements, arguments. It can be toxicity. It can be anxiety, stress, worry. So whatever this is, try to manage it better or stay away from it. Alright? I get a King of Pentacles. So this could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus showing up. Definitely could be associated with money, resources, finances in some way, shape, or form. So this could be connected to maybe work, job. This could be you. Once again, I don't know your situation. But the King of Pentacles is once again someone holding money typically, or holding some sort of opportunity. Wondering if this is someone you're actually arguing with maybe, or in some sort of cahoots with. I get the 3. Okay, sounds like I need a vacation from my social work job. Oh, child, yes. I get the 3. Speaking of vacation, I get the 3 of Cups, and 3 is a number associated with long distance travel, vacations, stepping outside your comfort zones. I'm just wondering who this Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus is. So I'm not sure if this was someone that would go on vacation with you, always associated with your job. So, but they show up, so just keep them in mind. Or this could be some energy relating to you. All right, but the Three of Cups is the Three of Cups can be a need for emotional, mental stimulation, a need for adventure, fun, a drink maybe, a wine. Speaking of drink, I think I have some wine in here. Hold on, let me take a sip. Alright. I think it's Pinot Grigio. Alright. Let's pull another card. I get the Temperance card though, so I think whatever you're going through, it's important for you to maintain your zen, Agua de la Noche, because there is an other side to whatever the situation is. So it's kind of one of those things where you have something to look forward to. Yes, barefoot mascot. Yes, this is like kind of the energy of like you have something to look forward to. So it's like the energy of maybe you do have a job, you know, social work or whatever, you know, a job where it's just so aggravating and annoying, but you know in a month you're going to a concert, or you know in a month you're taking a trip, right? So if you don't already have that, maybe you do need that, something to look forward to, all right? Like, do something to look forward to, all right? So maybe take a vacation. And I get the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands can represent impulsiveness, but maybe in this way it could be a good impulsiveness. It could also be a little bit of selfishness. So maybe you do need this kind of energy. Maybe you do need to be a bit selfish, all right? But definitely stay away from drama. Maintain your anxiety, worry, stress. Maybe, maybe give yourself something to look forward to. Maybe plan a trip. I don't care if it's 6 months from now. It's once again something for you to look forward to, all right? God bless you, Lamarr. Thank you, Lolita. All right, I think that's all the super chats. Let's get to Lolita. If you just sent a donation for a question, I'm going to have to get back to you because I have so many cash apps and super chats to get to. All right. So, Kelton, oh my God, did you call me cute? Thank you, Bessie. Yes, is this you? You look cute. All right, so Kelton wants to know, what's the energy around my love life? What is the energy around Kelton's love life? You're welcome, Agua de la Noche. Hey, friend, how can you change a narcissistic Aquarius' mind? You can't. What's the energy around your love life, Kelton? I get a Queen of Cups. So this is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, woman or female energy. I'm not sure if this is like a friend to you. It could be someone older. Generally, the King of Cups is someone wise. Could be wise for their age, mature for their age, maybe emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent. So I'm not sure if this is like a mentor or something like that. I feel like they could take a liking to you. I get the Eight of Cups, so this tells me that there's something about you, Kelton, where you can be... What's the word I want to use? A little bit closed off, in the sense of you don't live your fullest potential. Like maybe, how do I explain this, Spirit? It's like the energy of really your spirit or your style, your actual personality is someone that, you know, is meant to dress, you know, wildly and zany and in different colors and however you feel that day, but you kind of subdue yourself and dim your light and wear kind of brown and black so you blend in because you don't want to stand out. It's kind of one of those things. It's like you dim your light a little bit, all right? Don't be afraid to stand out. I get the Ace of Swords, so there could be a need for communication. There could be a need for conversation. The Ace of Swords can also represent enlightenment. Alright? So there could be maybe some information, communication, or conversation that comes through that could be enlightening. Maybe it could involve this Queen of Cups, perhaps. Alright? Could be with yourself. It could be with Spirit. It could be with someone else. I get the Hanged Man, though. So there is maybe some stagnation or delays in regards to your love life right now. The Queen of Pentacles could also be you and your energy in some way, shape, or form, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe you're becoming more emotionally open, vulnerable. You know, these are traits of the King of the Queen of Water, the Queen of Cups. All right, sorry. So, anyways, I get the Devil card though. So I don't know. There's definitely something, Kelton, where you need to watch the people around you. I think friends and otherwise, because there's definitely something with you where you dim your light a little bit. And I don't know if it's your friends you have around you, or the people you choose to go after or date, or who you hang around. But you know, you need your light needs to be brighter. Shine bright like a diamond. You need to shine bright like a diamond, okay? You need to know your worth. Does that make sense, Kelton? Sydney, what is your question? I think Sydney put her question way up. Let me answer Sydney's question, and then we'll answer Kelton's question, second question. And then, did the real Black Swan put her question? We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Alright, I'm looking for Sydney's question. Hello, Sydney. Do you like scary movies? Did Sydney put her question? Hold on. Alright, I don't know. I'm not seeing your questions. Thank you, Sydney. And the real Black Swan, what is your question? Oh, is that your friend, Kelton? Thank you for being here, Kelton's friend. Sydney wants to know, how does Justin feel about me in general messages? Oh, yeah, you sent a donation for 2 questions. Yes, movie reference. Yes. Hello, Sydney. Alright. Sorry, a card fell. How does Justin feel about Sydney? How does Justin feel about Sydney? Do you guys like my earrings? They're the Eye of Horus. Did you guys notice them? Child, you knew if you didn't notice I was going to tell you, right? They're really cute. Alright. Let's see. Well, what does Justin feel about Sydney's spirit? I get the Lovers cards. There definitely could be some feelings between you and Justin. See that mountain right there? The mountain to me represents attraction, right? It's kind of rising like a penis, basically, right? That finds something attractive. So there definitely could be some attraction. There definitely could be some energy between you and Justin. I like that hat or crown. Oh, thank you. It's actually a crown. And I just have my hair wrapped in a scarf that I made myself. I get the 10 of Wands. I sewed it myself. Here's proof. You can see the seams. Anyways. I get the 10 of Wands though, so definitely sexual. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm wondering, is it just sexual, or is there difficulty in getting it past that, or past just attraction? It is giving. Thank you, Las Vegas Tribune News. I get the Page of Cups. So I feel like Justin can maybe be emotionally impulsive, emotionally immature at times. And he may not always know what he's doing, so I feel like you're looking for him to be a certain way, maybe to be a gentleman or something like that. But I don't know if he's young or young-minded, but he doesn't really know what he's doing all the time, particularly with emotionally expressing himself. Get it, Sydney? Yes. I get the 6 of Swords, so even though the 10 of Wands comes out, it's like, I feel like there's something in his approach. I feel like he may not know what he wants. or he may be immature at this time a little bit. But he may attempt to try to take things further. I just feel like his approach is... There's something with his approach that could be off or something like that. Let's pull one last card for this question. Young-minded, he need to stand up because I'm not dealing with it. Yeah. Yeah, because I get the Five of Swords as your last card for this question, so I just feel like you two may not see eye to eye. I feel like there's something in his approach, like, as well, that could cause issues. So that's what I see. Period, Queen, don't stand for it. Right. What general messages do you have for Sydney, Spirit? What general messages does Sydney need to know at this time? Okay, Spirit. What general messages? I get the Page of Swords, so I feel like there's something with you, Sydney, where you need to use your voice more. You need to speak up more, maybe yourself. There could be something where the Page of Swords is believing in yourself more, believing in your ideas, believing in your concepts. If you can see it, if you can believe it, it can happen. All right. I get the Nine of Pentacles, so I feel like there is something about your energy where you definitely are self-sufficient, independent. You're in a place right now where maybe you are like taking care of yourself, or you definitely can take care of yourself. All right, fend for yourself in some way, shape, or form. Do you have a past life from Egypt, Lamarr? I noticed you have a lot of Egyptian things, so I was just wondering. I think I did have a past life in Egypt. I did. Yeah. I actually did a reading on that on my Patreon. I get the Two of Cups, so there could be something prominent about you and someone else, whether you're working with someone else or this is a friend, someone, you know, who could be a romantic partner, maybe Justin, something like that. But there seems to be a focus on collaboration. Thank you to whoever just purchased the reading. There seems to be a focus on collaboration. There seems to be a focus on working with others, connecting with others. I get the Moon card, though, so there's some uncertainty, whether within yourself or how you feel about other people. Once again, I think you need to trust your intuition. I think, you know, with the Page of Swords, you need to speak up. Speaking of Sydney, you know, like, that's something, you know, that, like, you know, I know I was joking earlier with the whole hello Sydney thing. But Sydney Prescott, you know, in the movie Scream is a good example of that. Like, over the films, she learned how to trust her intuition. And at some point, you know, it became infallible. It saved her life a lot of times. So I'm not saying, like, this is that situation for you. But I do think you need to trust your intuition and speak up. Because there's the Moon card. It's like, I feel like this, but I don't know. Go with what you feel, okay? Let's pull one more card. I get the Seven of Cups, so there definitely is, seems like Spirit is trying to give you signs and signals. So I would say over these next several weeks, several days, all right, maybe several months, pay attention to the signs, signals, dreams, symbols that Spirit is giving you, all right, and trust your intuition, particularly with other people, and with situations where, once again, it's like you can do better alone, or you can do bad all by yourself, kind of thing, right? Like, it's one. That's what I get. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's get to Kelton's next question. Before I do that, I have to go blow my nose, you guys. Let me go blow my nose really quickly. The Hadids and the Jenners don't seem to be friends anymore. May you please look into that? Alright, I'll be right back, you guys. Hold on. Okay. And we're back. Okay, so Kelton wants to know for any general messages from Spirit about job money. What messages does Spirit... Did the Real Black Swan ask her question? Alright, after Kelton, we'll get to the Real Black Swan. So, Kelton wants to know for any general messages from Spirit about money, job. What messages does Spirit have for Kelton about job and money? Their job and money, Spirit. What do you have to say about this? Oh, I was about to ask, were you able to make it to PayPal donations? Yeah, I think you were after the Cash App, so I'm going to do the PayPal after I finish the Real Black Swan. So, alright, so what messages does Spirit have for Kelton about job and money? I get the Devil card, so there's definitely some toxicity in this area, Kelton. I feel like this could be with your job, perhaps, or with some other... I might be too late. Change what? Your question? It might be too late. Maybe you can send another donation. I get the Three of Wands, because we've got to keep it moving. I think we have a lot of questions. Oh, by the way, thank you all who just donated via Super Chat. I get the Three of Wands. I feel like there's something with your job, money, Kelton, that there's a change that needs to be made here. It's okay to drag me, oh Lord. Is that why you wanted to change it? Child, I think there's a change that needs to happen here. It definitely involves the Three of Wands is definitely expansion. The Three of Wands is an energy of going into new horizons. The Three of Wands can be like the energy of like going to school, investing in new skills. Not saying you have to do that. I do drag with love. Thank you, Jessica. Yes, I drag with love. Not saying you have to do that, but there's definitely something with the Three of Wands where it's like it's time to level up. Alright? Let's see. What other things you have to say about this, Spirit? I get the Knight of Cups. I think the Knight of Cups in this context can mean following your passions, following your heart's desires, and I think you're young, right, Kelton? I get young energy. I get the Nine of Pentacles, so I don't know. I feel like a change needs to be made, and maybe something where you have more control. Control. Now I'm control. Yes, you're young. Yes, I feel like that's your song right now, Janet Jackson's Control. Anyways, I get the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is like you being more in control. I've been telling him this. Yes, Sydney. So I don't know if this is you like starting your own company, your own business, or taking control could be taking control over your own destiny, your own path, which is what that song means, I think. So, let's pull one more card. I get a Queen of Cups. Isn't this the same Queen of Cups that showed up earlier for you? So I get a woman here. Maybe networking could be prominent for you, reaching out to people, having a mentor maybe. But I get a Queen of Cups, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, woman or female. I feel like who could take a liking towards you once again. So don't be afraid of like mentorship or shadowing. Even if you can only do it maybe 3 or 4 days out of the week, start somewhere. Move towards change, and start somewhere. Alright? But in regards to that, there needs to be a change. I hope that makes sense. Now I have control stuck in my head. Alright, the Real Black Swan's next question, and then we'll get to Girl Move. So, yes, thank you so much, Lamarr. You're welcome, Kelton. So, after the Real Black Swan, we'll get to Abyssinian. So, the Real Black Swan wants to know, should I let the health inspector check my apartment for lead poisoning? Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Hallowed be thy name. Alright, so the Real Black Swan wants to know, should the Real Black Swan let the health inspector check their apartment for lead poisoning? What do you have to say about this, Spirit? What do you have to say about this, God? What do you have to say about the Real Black Swan allowing the health inspector to check for lead poisoning. I get the King of Pentacles, so this definitely could be a man, a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. A man who holds money, or a man maybe who you have to pay money in some way, shape, or form. So I'm not sure if you have to pay this health inspector or something like that. Take it up with spirit, not me, Pookie. Not with y'all reading each other in the chat. I get the Wheel of Fortune, so I definitely get a yes. The Real Black Swan, I definitely would let the health inspector check your apartment for lead poisoning. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune could lead to some course of action that's necessary. Maybe even in other people's apartments. I get the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is like moving fast, so if you can, I would do it soon. Probably, the Wheel of Fortune is a 10 card, so I'll say within the next 10 days if you can. Or definitely 10 weeks. I don't get 10 months, okay? Or unless maybe there's a 10-month wait or something, you know, I'm not sure. But I get like 10 days, 10 weeks. I get the Two of Pentacles. It's kind of like, after the fact, it becomes now what? It's like, if they find lead, now what? If they don't, now what? Like, so there's something about that. Like, what do I do? Do I move? Do I stay? Because it feels like there's a problem, but you're trying to find the solution or figure out the source. But the answer to the question is, should you let the health inspector come in and check for lead poisoning? I get a yes. Alright. So I hope that gave you some clarity and insight. Let's get to Abyssinian's question. Okay, Abyssinian wants to know, what do I need to improve my love life? What do I need to improve for myself? What does Abyssinian need to do to improve their love life? What does Abyssinian need to do to improve their love life? You're welcome, the Real Black Swan. What does Abyssinian need to do to improve their love life? Remember, you guys, get your last minute readings in. I may stay on a little bit later than 2 hours, because, I don't know, I'm really liking the energy. But it is $5 for one question. Remember, I do PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. Get your last minute readings in. I do also accept Super Chat. Okay, what do I need to do to improve their love life and myself? What does Abyssinian need to do to improve their love life? Spirit, what do you have to say about this? You know, if the grammar's off, I get confused. Earthbound, thank you, Earthbound, for saying you like my crown. I get the Seven of Swords, so I feel like there's definitely something about your thoughts. I feel like your thoughts, your communication, your inner communication, it could be your communication with others, that could cause self-doubt, but that self-doubt with the 7 card could turn into spiritual energy. So it's like kind of the energy of, you may think so much that you'll be single forever, to the point that it becomes embedded in your energy, and it becomes even that much more harder to break that thought process. All right, because now it becomes energy. Thoughts are energy, but it's like now it's become densified, if that makes sense. Anyways, so there's a need to work on that mental health, particularly spiritual groundedness will help your love life, your outlook on your love life. I get the Fool card, so going with the flow, having no expectations. Thank you, Crystal Mom, for your donation. Kind of going with the flow, having no expectations. Not being afraid of rejection, in particular. I don't know if you have a fear of rejection. You may need to face that fear. I get the Seven of Pentacles, so These are a lot of spiritual cards. 7, once again, is a spiritual number. I think you need to be more spiritually grounded. It would really benefit you to have a process that helps to spiritually ground you. I'll give you a perfect example. Today, before I came on live, I had a reading with a client. And my client, this client's been going through some stuff. She's been reading with, or they've been reading with me for years. But lately she's been going through stuff that's been making them anxious. I keep slipping and saying whatever. So before we got off the phone, this client was like, I just want to ask you one last question and just please be honest. So it's like, okay, sure, shoot, And she was like, am I stressing you out? And without hesitation, I said no. And I think she was kind of surprised by my answer. She was like, really? You're not? I was like, no. When I do readings, I don't take it with me because I have a spiritual process that keeps me spiritually grounded. I take spiritual baths. I do, cleansing candles. It would be impossible for me to take on other people's problems all day, every day. I would be so ungrounded. So that's kind of the energy for you I'm picking up, is that you need to be more spiritually grounded, alright? Because that will help with your thoughts, that will help with, your stress, your anxiety, and overall your love life. I get the 4 of Cups. You may need to also expand your social network. Alright, in some way, shape, or form. I feel like you just need to go out and don't have an expectation of meeting anyone. Just go out with the expectation of having fun, even if you just go by yourself. Alright? You need to have more of an energy of go with the flow. I don't have expectations, or I don't have high expectations. I'm just, going with the flow. Let's put a last card. But I feel like a lot of it is self-involved. I get the 8 of Swords, which can be self-restrictions and things of this nature. So I think in order to improve your love life, I think you need to work on yourself. It's interesting you ask the questions. Almost like you asked them backwards. But in order to improve your love life, you need to improve yourself, particularly your mental health, particularly your thoughts, your outlook on life and love. And your outlook on yourself too. I feel like there's something with that. All right, what can Abyssinian do to improve themselves? Speaking of which, all right, what can Abyssinian do to improve themselves? By the way, make sure you all like the video. Thank you for being here. That's so sweet of them to ask you. Yes. What can Abyssinian do to improve themselves? I kind of worry that about readers too. I've got to take more spiritual baths. Yeah. A grounded reader will be on top of that. Taking spiritual baths, doing candles, whatever it is they do, limpias. You've got to do that. As a reader, as someone that works in social work, I think that's really important. Trust me, I would go crazy if I didn't have my spiritual foundation. Alright? But I get the Empress card. So, what can you do to improve yourself? One thing you can do to improve yourself, Abyssinian, is to focus on your stability. Focus on your path in terms of work, career, job. Things of that nature. I feel like stability is important for you. Having a foundation, having the ability to provide for yourself. And maybe with the Empress card, the Empress is able to not only provide for themselves, but others. Alright? And actively will do so. I get the 5 of Swords. I really think you need to be kinder to yourself, Abyssinian, in terms of your thoughts, the thoughts you think about yourself, the things you say to yourself. You know how sometimes we have a moment of messing up and it's like, oh, you're such a dumb this or that. You got to be careful with the way you talk to yourself, because it can play a role in your behavior and what you think about yourself and how you act more than you think. I get the 5 of Cups. 5 is once again communication, intellect, the mind. There's a lot of mental cards showing up here, alright? 5 of Cups can be a card of emotion, but it would also be how you emotionally express yourself. So once again, it is a card of communication in your mind. Alright? So you may need to work on communicating and emotionally expressing yourself in healthy ways. Abyssinian says that is actually very accurate. I do have problems with my high standards and in being more open to things. You're also very on point with how I view myself. Yes. So I also get the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about creativity, self-expression. I feel like you might need to change up your style. I don't know if you've been thinking about changing up your style, getting a haircut, getting a tattoo, updating your wardrobe, you know, something like that. You may benefit from that. Once again, I feel like you really need to be open to also expanding your social circles and maybe expanding your interests as well. Maybe take a couple classes. That you want to learn how to sew, take sewing classes. You'll meet people. Excuse me, as well, you know. And maybe that, once again, improving yourself. Like I said, you know, at the end of your first question, improving yourself will improve your love life, okay? So I hope that makes sense, Abyssinian. I think we got through all the Cash Apps and Super Chats. So if you guys have any last minute... Oh no, we didn't get through all the Super Chats, but I did just get through all the Cash Apps and PayPals. No one sent a Venmo. Let me double check. Alright. We got through the PayPals. Alright, so we're going to get through the Super Chats. And then if you guys have any last minute questions, once again, get your readings in before I sign off for the night. We're reaching 2 hours, so it's $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. The info for PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo is in the description box below for you to copy and paste if need be. But also I do accept Super Chats. So let's get to the Super Chats next. Thank you, Crystal Mom, for your donation. Crystal Mom says, am I with the right person relationship-wise? Is Crystal Mom with the right person relationship-wise? First of all, since we've had so many readings tonight, let's do a quick cleanse of the cards and do a quick singing bowl. Let me get my lighter. When we're driving, you're saying go faster. You didn't do my Cash App? Did you roll another one? Do you want to get... Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, thank you. What is my ex true intentions with me? What are Jessica's ex's and true intentions with Jessica? And then we'll get to the Super Chats. What are Jessica's ex's true intentions towards Jessica? Can someone explain what happened? Pink Pentacles, we are doing live readings now, but we're talking about Pluto Retrograde in Capricorn and Wendy Williams earlier in the live stream at the very beginning, a couple hours ago now. Abyssinian says, yes, I have been thinking about a nose piercing, tattoos, and I've been buying more clothes and shoes for myself and trying to clear my skin. Yes. What are Jessica B. Millen's ex's true intentions towards Jessica? I get the Knight of Cups, so there definitely could be some romantic feelings or romantic energy from your ex towards you, Jessica, in some way, shape, or form. The Knight of Pentacles, or did I say the Knight of Pentacles? The Knight of Cups could signify him kind of testing the waters. It's kind of like the energy of, like, are we good? Do you like me? Do you not like me? Like, should I go in for the hug? Are you going to hug me back? Kind of thing. So I don't know what's been going on between you and your ex lately. Let's see. Let's pull another card. Thank you to whoever just donated to PayPal. Thank you, Terrell, for your donation. I get the Three of Wands showing up. So I think your ex does have a certain expectation of how they want things to go. So it's like they could act nice at first, but then it's like they go in for the kill, or they go in with guns a-blazing, you know, kind of thing, with the three of wands. He could also be very opinionated, or I don't know, they could also be very opinionated. They may also test your boundaries, possibly with the Three of Wands coming up. I get the Queen of Swords. So this could be you, Jessica. This could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, or this could be someone else, maybe. This definitely would be a feminine energy or a woman. Sure of herself, Queen of Swords. Quick with communication, maybe like one word communication even. So I don't know if this is how you will be with him. Very one word, very straight to the point. Maybe that might be the best way to be, especially to show him where you stand. Alright. Meaning, you're not going to easily acquiesce. I get the Justice card, so the Justice card can speak of legalities in some way, shape, or form, so I'm not sure if that's involved. Or courts, things of that nature. The Justice card can also speak of balance. So maybe he could, or they could be coming back around to balance things out with you, between you two, in some way, shape, or form. Or to make things fair. Alright. Let's get the last card. Justice card is also truth coming to light. Or truth being exposed. It could be forcefully exposed. I get the Five of Cups. So, I don't know. It may seem initially like, you know, it's too good to be true. And it could be just that. Too good to be true. So I get the Five of Cups as your last card. So it could be something where you go in thinking it's one way, but, you know, by the end of it, it's like, I knew I should have trusted my instinct, or I knew it was too good to be true, or I knew they didn't change. So, I feel like whatever they're coming around for, it's more self-serving to them. So once again, you would do well with the Queen of Swords coming out. You would do well to maintain your boundaries. You would do well to, maybe, if necessary, be a little bit cold, calculated. Alright? But don't let this person get over on you in any way. Or let them think they can get over on you. Cool, my mother and I just had a full-blown discussion about Wendy Williams for 2 hours straight right before I hopped on here. Ooh, what did y'all talk about? We talked about Wendy and change coming for her, honey. Alright? Alright. So, back to Crystal Mom. Crystal Mom to 4 wants to know, am I with the right person relationship-wise? Is Crystal Mom to 4 with the right person relationship-wise? Is Crystal Mom to 4 with the right person relationship-wise, Spirit? Do you guys know if your wisdom tooth come in past your 30s? Because I low-key almost feel like my wisdom tooth may come in, but I'm 30, so can't they not come in now? I'm confused. Alright, anyways, is Crystal with the right person relationship-wise? I don't want him, just wondering what he's trying to do. Ooh, he wants peace between us. I'm cold with him. Makes sense. Are you with the right person relationship-wise, Crystal? You got yours removed when you were 16. Yeah, I haven't had mine removed yet, but I've been having, like, weird things happening back here. So I'm like, is it my wisdom teeth? Because the last time I went to the doctors early this year to get my teeth cleaned, they were like, we may have to remove them, but we may not have to remove them if they're not bothering you. So I'm like, ciao. Anyway, I get the Lover's card for you, Crystal. So are you with the right person relationship-wise? I mean, this could be a yes. There definitely is some attraction here between you and this person. I get the Star card, so I feel like you are definitely where you need to be at this time, alright, in context with you being with this person. Maybe there's something with this person that is meant to help you grow and vice versa. Okay? I mean, I'm getting really great cards so far. I'm getting the World card. This is another yes card, alright? There's something about this person where you're meant to grow, evolve. You could have a karmic connection with this person. The World card can represent a past life connection. Let's pull one more card. I get the Emperor, so I don't know if this person is masculine or has strong masculine energy. The Emperor is someone who's protective, who's a provider, so I get that, yes, you're with the right person. Alright? Maybe who can also elevate you as well, Crystal. Okay? Let's get to Energy Maven's question, and then we'll get back to Crystal's last question. Energy Maven wants to know, what really happened with the Jaden Walker police shooting? Is that the boy who was shot 60 times? Allegedly. What happened with the Jaden Walker's police shooting? What really happened with the Jaden Walker police shooting? I actually don't keep up with the news. I should, but it's just too depressing sometimes, y'all. Especially for the work I do. What happened to the Jaden Walker police shooting? I get the 9 of Wands, so maybe Jaden Walker was definitely out of his element. 9 of Wands can be him being seen as a threat, though, as well. Or him feeling threatened. So there could have been an energy of threat in the air. Alright? Threatening energy in the air. We were talking about Wendy and her husband and how he treated her over the years and how we were trying to see from both points of view. But we just kept going back to how awful we feel for Wendy. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Energy Maven says they can come in during your 30s, not common but possible. If they're straight and not causing problems, then you don't need to remove them. My signal was bad for a while. Did you answer my question about Capricorn and Capricorn compatibility? No, but I'll answer it in a bit, because I totally forgot you sent a donation. So, alright, let's answer Energy Maven's question. Let's finish this up. What happened to Jaden Walker? Alright. I know, Crystal, your second question came in after Energy Maven, so I go in the order that that you paid. I get the 2 of Wands as your the next card in regards to this question. I get the Sun card. I feel like an order may have been signal to shoot. There was a signal to shoot. Either an order was signal to shoot or there was some sort of signal to shoot. Something was ordered to go through with it or signal to go through with it. By the way, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Wink, wink. For YouTube purposes. Maybe too heavy of a question. Sorry about that. It's okay. I get the 10 of Cups, though. So this could be his family. This could be... I'm wondering if he got the police called on him. Or this could be other people celebrating who aren't his family. It's like, we called the police. He's gone. Yay. So once again, I don't know the details of the situation, so I'm just going based off the cards. Let's pull one last card on this. Your hat, thank you. It's actually not a hat. It's a crown that I can take off, and I have a scarf on. I felt like wrapping my hair. So, alright, let's pull the last card. Oh, I get the Ace of Cups. I think this is the card I pulled. They said he fired first. Oh, well, that was a signal, child. I get the Ace of Cups, so, I feel like the police are going to try to justify what they did, or they may feel like they're in the right. The energy comes across as we did a good thing, or we did the right thing. Once again, I don't know the details of the situation. Don't shoot the messenger, literally or figuratively. But that's what I get. Alright? So... I feel like for Jaden, I feel like he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm wondering if there's mental health issues or something, or abuse. This can also represent mental health issues as well, or being under the influence of something. So that's what I see about that. Alright, will I get a job with the ortho clinic I'm on rotation with now? Will Energy Maven get a job with the ortho clinic that Energy Maven is on rotation with now? Will Energy Maven get a job with the ortho clinic that Energy Maven is on rotation with now? I get the 5 of Pentacles. They may hire on like a need basis with the 5 of Pentacles coming up. I get the Death card, which can represent a no or some sort of transition or ending. The Death card actually relates to the planet Pluto. And the zodiac sign Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto. I don't think you see my first one, which was when you stepped away for a second when then I paid for a question with my ex. Yeah, I answered your first question, and then Energy Maven paid for 2 questions, so I'm answering Energy Maven's 2 questions, and then getting back to your last question you sent, because that's the order in which I received them. So I get the Magician as your next card, Energy Maven. However, once again, I get it as need basis, so I don't know if you keep getting rotated, or if eventually someone does quit, and it's like, or someone does take time off, and it's like, hey, we need you. So maybe you need to say something. Have you said something to them, Energy Maven? Let's pull another card about this, Spirit. I get a Queen of Cups. This could be you or someone else. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, woman or female. Alright. Could be emotionally supportive in some way, shape, or form. But I get kind of hot and cold energy, though. It's kind of like, we'll call you when we need you. Hey, we need you, but we only need you for this amount of time. We'll call you when we need you. It's like, that's kind of the energy I get. So you may stick around with the hopes of them eventually keeping you on, but I would keep your options open as well. Alright? Does that make sense, Energy Maven? So let's answer Crystal Mom's last question. I already asked the question, but I'll ask this one also. Should I be with my ex? Should Crystal Mom be with their ex? Should Crystal Mom be with their ex? Just one card, Spirit. I get the King of Wands, so I don't know if your ex is an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. The King of Wands represents male or masculine energy. The King of Wands can be bossy, controlling. So I don't know if your ex may have been bossy, controlling, impulsive. The King of Wands can have a little bit of a temper. I get the Wheel of Fortune, which can represent a possibility for you reconnecting with your ex, but I don't know if your ex is the person you were asking about before, because I saw a possibility with you moving on with them too. So I'm not going to ask about the details. It is what it is. I get the Page of Wands as your next card. So it's almost like you want to go back to your ex for whatever reason. There's a part of you that wants to reconnect. But the Page of Wands is almost like going backwards. I get the Nine of Pentacles. I'm not sure. I don't see it being a bad thing if you were to pursue something with your ex. But it may be I don't know if you would want to pursue it as something long term. I get the Lovers card, so there's definitely something there, but I get the Nine of Pentacles, which tells me that you may be better off alone, on your own, or just having this person around for fun or something casual. So that's what I see with your ex. Alright, you guys, I may have to change my camera battery because my camera's about to die. Thank you, Jessica, for your donation. All right, let's answer Lolita's question about Capricorn and Capricorn compatibility. I don't know if you want me to pull a card for that question. Can Capricorns be compatible with one another? Capricorns, yes, can be compatible with one another, but it depends on where they're at in their lives. Capricorns can be people as they get older in age. They do become younger and more youthful, but they also become more stubborn in other ways. So, depending on where you meet a Capricorn in their life, whether you are a Capricorn or not, they have a certain way they like to do things in their life. They have a certain schedule that works for them. Capricorns are very committed to their work, their career, family, a lot of times, so once again, if this is a Capricorn that is hardworking, dedicated to his business, you're coming into their life where, this has been their life up until them meeting you, right? So you have to find where you fit in between that. All right? If you can be okay with maybe not always having their full attention, because before they met you, they've been providing for their family. Before they met you, they had so and so many kids. Before they met you, they had a mortgage that they had to attend to. Before they met you, all right? So just keep that in mind. Capricorns are very dedicated people. They're ruled by Saturn. All right. Capricorns also does deal with time, karma, debt, weight, illness, things of this nature. So remember, a Capricorn's first self-interest, until they really can learn that they can trust you, is themselves. Because in order to trust you means that at some point they may need to rely on you. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean relying on you to, give them $1,000, but it could be relying on you in other ways, relying on you to text back in a certain amount of time, relying on you to do this or that. A Capricorn's going to judge you by these things, right? And as another Capricorn, you're probably going to do the same thing, judging them. Well, they took forever to text back, so I'm docking 2 points for that, but they do this and that, so I'll push them up another point. That's how a Capricorn thinks, right? You have to be worth a Capricorn's time, because they have a lot of, things that they need to put their time and energy and efforts towards. All right, so it's all about how do you fit in with that Capricorn's life, and as another Capricorn, how does that Capricorn fit in with your life, right? I hope that made sense. I have Capricorn in 6 placements. Me too. I have a lot of Capricorn. Hi, J. Manuel. Thank you for being here, and also thank you for your donation. My camera says it's about to die, so I don't want it to die and then have me looking crazy with a crazy face, because it does that sometimes. So let me just go ahead and change my camera. Let's take another break, and then I'll get back to Jessica's question and then J. Manuel's question. Let me change my camera battery. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'm changing the battery now. We should be back up and running. In a minute. Hold on. Loosen up my buttons, baby. Hi, Sheikah. Alright, camera, let's get it. Turn on. I might have to exit out of this. Let me exit out and then... Oh, wait, no, it's gonna work. Yay! Good, perfect focus. We're back. Alright. I feel, you know how like people rise out of the stage? I feel like I just rose out of the stage and I'm back for well, I didn't change my outfit, but I should have changed I should have done an outfit change. Like I'm at a concert. Anyways, let's get to Jessica Grant's question. Alright. There's a woman in charge of hiring who I'm supposed to talk to. Yeah, I want to be in the C in the OR, but they may only want me for office visits. Thanks, Lamarr. You're welcome, Energy Maven. Thank you, J. Manuel. Alright, let's answer Jessica Grant's question first, and then we'll get to J. Manuel's question. Jessica wants to know, should I mend my friendship with Sarah? Should Jessica mend her friendship or their friendship with Sarah? Should Jessica mend their friendship with Sarah? For some reason, I have pushing, what is it called again? You're pushing on my buttons, baby. I forgot how it goes. How does it go again, you guys? Anyways, whatever that song is, I have it stuck in my head. Should Jessica mend their friendship with Sarah? I get the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups can kind of be letting bygones be bygones. It is kind of the energy of like, forget about it, let's not even talk about it, you know, let's just move on from here. So, but let's see, is that going to work out? I get the Knight of Wands, so I do see, you know, rushing in, getting back together. Loosen up my buttons. That's how it goes. Thank you, Manifested by Aten. Loosen up my buttons. What was I saying? Was I saying pushing up my child? I don't know what I'd be saying half the time. Anyways, I get the Knight of Wands. So this definitely could be a yes, Jessica. Should you reconnect with Sarah? I see almost like meeting. I get the Hermit card though, so I feel like it could be a little bit of the energy of we're at different places in our lives now, or is she going to understand me? Is it going to be the same? Like, there could be some apprehension. You could reconnect, but like, just because you reconnect doesn't mean you need to be best friends like you used to, because I don't know if it's going to be like you used to be. Beyonce moment. Yes, J. Manuel, Beyonce moment. How Beyonce rises from the stage. Alright, I get the Two of Cups. I get a yes, to be honest with you, Jessica. Should you mend your friendship with Sarah? The Two of Cups to me as the final card is a yes. I think you should be open to mending your friendship with Sarah. Alright. Alright, let's get to J. Manuel's question. Thank you for your donation, J. Manuel. J. Manuel's question is, I hung out with some coworkers earlier this afternoon. I felt the energy was odd and tension. What precautions should I take from this group of people? What precautions should I overstand you? Thanks. You're welcome, Jessica. What precautions should J. Manuel take with this group of people, with coworkers? The Pussycat Dolls, yes. Loosen up my buttons, baby. But you keep fronting now, saying what you gonna do to... Why do I have that song stuck in my head? I don't know, but... Alright. What precautions should J. Manuel take with these groups of people, their co-workers that they hung out with earlier? Didn't Terrell send a donation? Manifested by Odd 10 sent a donation. I have to get to his question next. Alright. I get the Temperance card. I think, J. Manuel, you can kind of hold your own. I think you're very intuitive. I think, it was good for you to hang out with him. It may be you need some action, Lamarr. You're probably right. It's been kind of a while. You're probably right, Jessica. Thank you for that. That makes so much sense. But I get the Temperance card for you, J. Manuel. So I think, it actually was a good idea for you to spend time with these coworkers, because I think it's one of those things where they can always say, well, they're a cool person. J. Manuel's a cool person. He's a cool guy. And you can always say, like, you're friendly with them. I think that's good energy to have in terms of coworkers. So I don't feel like it was a bad thing for you to hang out with them. But you see how the Temperance, the person in this card is kind of dipping their toe in the pond. They're not going all the way in. Like, that's kind of how you have to treat them. Just kind of dip your toe in the pond. Okay, it was nice. I'm going to go now. And, leave it at that, right? What other things do you have to say about this, Spirit? Also, J. Manuel, you need to send me... I think you need to email me your stuff for your candle. Don't forget to do that, please. I get the King of Wands. So, I don't know if this is someone in the group. This could be someone who's like a leader, or sees themselves as the leader. Very masculine in energy. Once again, this could be someone in the group, or this could be you. I feel like you can hold your own, though. I don't know if you give yourself enough credit. I think you're like a gentle bear, but you're still a bear. Nonetheless, figuratively speaking, metaphorically speaking. I get the Ace of Cups. So, once again, I feel like this was a good thing to do. But I do think you need to trust your intuition. I think it's good to have allies in the workplace. I think it's good for you to have allies in the workplace. This also could be one of those things where you're just like starting to hang out with them and get to know them. And the energies may just be weird. It may take some time for you to really get settled in their energy and them in yours. Alright? I get the Eight of Swords, though. Maybe these just aren't your people at the end of the day. Maybe these just aren't your people that you call when you want to hang out. Maybe it's just a once-in-a-blue moon thing, and that's okay. I think it's okay to set boundaries with this process. Crap, I just wiped my makeup off, you guys. No! Okay, hold on. I have to go fix my makeup. Give me a second. If I was your girl, I'd do anything for you. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I'm just so hot, so I accidentally wiped it away. And I didn't spray the, setting spray, so whatever. Anyways, we're back. Let's finish off this question. Like I was saying, maybe these just aren't your people, J. Manuel. And I get the Moon card. So, there is something with these people that is a little shady. I think you kind of do have an intuitive feeling about them for a reason. So at the end of the day, trust it. Maybe these are people you need to keep at an arm's length at the end of the day. But no need to, make them enemies or make it, a whole situation. That's what I see. J. Manuel says, yes, I tried to keep it neutral, and I did leave first. I was like, I came, I'm over it, bye. Yeah, I think that's the best approach to have. That way, it's not like, well, you never show up to the parties, man. And you know how they can be at work. I think that was everyone's question, right? So you guys, what time? How long have we been on? We've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is the longest we've been on for a while. So I'll probably stay on for maybe 10 more minutes. If you guys have any last minute questions, remember it is $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, but I do also accept Super Chat, and the donation info for the PayPal and Venmo and Super or Cash App is in the description box below. However, I do know that Terrell sent a donation for a question, so let's answer Terrell's question. So, which is manifested by a 10. So, manifested by a 10 wants to know about the KV21B mummy. They say that the KV21A is Ankh Cinnamon, King Tut's wife, but I believe it's KV2B1's daughter. Is she? Okay. So, is KV21A King Tut's wife, or is it KVB21's daughter? Didn't King Tut marry his sisters or something like that, or no? Anyway. Is the mummy KV21A King Tut's wife, or is KV21A KV21B's daughter? You're welcome, Crystal. Jessica Grant says, you are so gifted, Lamarr. I would love for you to meet me in person. I think at one point I was doing live in-person readings, but no one ever bought them. I do want to get an office, though, one day. Yes, but she could have been her cousin. Right. I get the King of Pentacles. So this definitely would be a man who could be associated with her. It could be King Tut. This would be someone that controlled money, had a lot of money, may have been buried with a lot of money, which sounds like King Tut, to be honest with you. Would have been buried with a lot of gold, which King Tut was buried with a lot of gold. I think this is King Tut, because even look at the like the thing right here. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like a mask, right? Like a gold mask. So I think this is King Tut, to be honest. All right. Is KV21A King Tut's wife, or the daughter of the mummy KV21B? I get the Queen of Wands. So this could be the actual mummy KV21A. Maybe this mummy was creative. This mummy definitely could have been a wife, with this mummy being coming out as a queen. All right. I get something about animals. So I don't know if the mummy was buried with animals or around animals or something like that. But I get also see the engravings behind the Queen of Wands. I feel like that's like it could be similar to its Egyptian tomb. They always have the engravings in the tombs. All right. Let's see. Is this mummy King Tut's wife, or the daughter of KV21B? I get the Ace of Wands. I think it may have been King Tut's wife. I get the Temperance card, so whoever this mummy is lived a very comfortable life. I don't think this KV21 mummy really worried for or about anything. So I'm kind of thinking this may have been King Tut's wife. Let's pull a last card. And I get the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups can represent romance, a romantic connection. So I feel like this mummy could have been King Tut's wife. But may also have some ties to KV21B as well. You know, back then they used to, you know, get into incest and all that type of nonsense. So that's what I see about that question. Does that make sense? Ooh, child, I don't know how many readings y'all had me do tonight, but y'all really put me to work tonight, honey. And I'm happy for it, because I needed it, okay? Today was a slow day. Literally and figuratively. Yes, but she could have been her cousin or a secondary wife. Exactly, because they also had a lot of wives back then. Didn't they call it harems? Or is that somewhere else? Yes, it does. Yes. As I walked out, I said to myself, they're still talking shit right now. I mean, they may have been. I feel like there's certain things they like about you, though. I think they think you have heart. But who cares what they said, to be honest? If you can't say it to my face, then what do I care? But if you say it to my face, be prepared for me to say something back. Okay? Just saying. That's my philosophy, at least. So you guys, remember I'm doing last minute questions. Get your last minute questions in. It is $5 for one question. I'm signing off soon. Alright, we've been on for over 2 hours. But I came on early today, so it's not that bad. It's only 2 a.m. So, I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. The info for those are in the description box below. You can copy and paste. I do also accept Super Chat. Right, yeah, you know, I don't think it's worth it to worry about, you know, what people say. People talk about me all the time. People talk about me on Lipstick Alley, child. Please. It is what it is. They be reading me left and right. But, well, actually, they don't read me too bad. But, you know, I've just seen my name pop up on there a few times. But once again, I think you have to have the philosophy, if you don't say it to my face, then... And I mean my actual face. It's one thing to say it behind the screen, but saying it to my face is completely different. I doubt a lot of people would say anything directly to my face because, yeah. But I think that's for a lot of people. I doubt a lot of people would say something directly to your face either. Question, should I take additional time off work to my staff assault yesterday? I felt kind of worried and scared to return. Wait, did you send a donation, J. Manuel? Or am I having a Mandela effect? Because I thought I just answered a question. That's what I'm checking, like, did I miss something? Also, I'm really hot. I feel like I'm, like, sweating. Luckily, you can't see it, I guess because I have such good skin, but Lord have mercy. Should you take additional time off work due to your staff assault yesterday? I am really hot. Why am I so hot right now? I get the death card. Did you drink water? I probably need to drink more water. Maybe yeah, you're probably right. I'm becoming dehydrated. I get the Page of Swords. And the Justice card. I would say yes. You may also need to talk with a supervisor or something like that as well, eventually. Or someone may have a talk with you or something along those lines. The death card is a transition and change, so yeah, I feel like you probably need to have a conversation, maybe readjust your hours or something like that. The lights are really hot. The lights are super hot. But the water is not, honey. The water is hitting. Alright, you guys. I guess we'll make it an even 3 hours. I'll be on for another 20 minutes. Why not? What else do I have to do but go to the gym? Manifested by the odd 10. Thanks for answering my question. I wonder why those two were buried together, though. That's what I was saying. I think they may be related. Somehow, some way. You have to remember time frames. I don't know when King Tut died, but I'm pretty sure King Tut probably passed away before the two of them. So maybe by the time they passed, I mean, their burial wasn't such a high priority, if that makes sense. I do have to say, for sweating so much, even though my makeup wiped off, my makeup looks really good, though. I think they were mother and daughter. No, you may be right. You may be right. But yes, talking about the Pluto Retrograde in Capricorn. Like I was saying you all earlier in the video, we have Pluto in Capricorn. And did someone just send something? We have Pluto in Capricorn until March 23rd. Oh, thank you, J-Manu. Wait, this is Polly. Thank you, Polly, for your donation. We have Pluto in Capricorn until March 23rd, 2022. So there's lots of change coming for us up until the end of the year. Alright, so we were talking also about how Pluto went into Capricorn initially in 2008. So think about how far you've come from 2008 up until now. Alright. Alright, so Paula wants to know, I've been dealing with chronic joint pain, inflammation all week. Will I soon get some relief? Will I get some relief soon? Will Paula get some relief soon from their chronic joint and pain issues and inflammation? You can do a reading on CERN one day, maybe, but thank you, J. Manuel, for your donation for a question. But I might have to do CERN on like a part 2, or I might have to do CERN on Patreon, because child, I just don't trust YouTube. It seems like I'm on YouTube's good side lately, and I really don't want to mess that up. All right, because you can get on YouTube's bad side real quick. All right, so, but Paula, will you get some relief soon for your chronic joint pain and inflammation? I get the 6 of Swords. I get a 5 of Wands. I feel like there's something about like finding something just to get along or get by, but not necessarily finding anything from these 2 cards to actually fix the situation, to rectify it, to stop the pain for good. So I'm not sure if this is just you, something you're doing, or if you're already consulting a medical professional and they've got you on a routine that's not really helping, but is just kind of pacifying. Alright, I get the Queen of Pentacles here. This could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus woman. This could be you. Get the 3 of Wands. You may need to get a second opinion. You may need to get a specialized opinion in some way, shape, or form. So it may require you investing in a solution, whether you get a second opinion in terms of a doctor, or you get an opinion in terms of a doctor if you haven't already gotten an opinion. Three of Wands is getting an expert opinion, seeking someone who knows what they're talking about and understands the situation educationally. Alright, they've been educated on it. Last card, I get the Knight of Swords. So I feel like maybe you need to find the root of the problem that's causing the inflammation or flaring things up, and from there you can find a solution. Oh, alright. That's what I get with that. But up until then, I feel like you're just going to have stuff that pacifies it. Like, it just helps it, but it doesn't fix it. J. Manuel says, yes, I plan to call my supervisor and tell him I'm a bit shook about the situation. Yeah, that's what the Justice card speaks about, like you having a conversation. But, yeah, I would take some time off. I figure out so you can figure out what the next step is, because I feel like you have a lot going on in your mind about this situation, J. Manuel. Does that make sense, Paula? So if you've got any sick days, honey, I would, use some of them if you need to. Because you might have to make a change. Maybe change your schedule, change what you do at that job, but I feel like that may come soon. Paula says, makes sense. I have a thaumatologist appointment on July 27th. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know what a thaumatologist is, but that sounds good. At least you're doing exactly what it seems like Spirit wants you to do. So, yes, I love that. A thaumatologist. What is that? I have to look that up. That sounds interesting. Am I even pronounced? A rheumatologist. Oh. A rheumatologist. A rheumatologist. I still don't know what that is. A rheumatologist. What does a rheumatologist do? Rheumatologists diagnose, treat, and manage a broad range of conditions, including inflammatory, rheumatic disorders. I didn't know it's called rheumatic. Okay, interesting. You learned something new. That affect muscles, joints, and bones. Connective tissue diseases that affect supporting structures like your ligaments and tendons and may involve the skin and other organs. Interesting. It's for arthritis. That makes sense. Rheumatoid arthritis. I get it now. Now you learn something new every day. That's why they call it rheumatoid arthritis. That makes sense. By the way, make sure you guys like the video. Thank you all for being here. Y'all have been staying up, honey. I think, oh wow, 45 likes. I think I'm learning the best time to go live. I think the best time to go live is 11 p.m. 11 p.m., at least for my YouTube channel, is the sweet spot, I think. I think that's the time where everyone across whatever time frame, whether you're on the East Coast, the West Coast, the South, the Pacific, or whatever, I think everyone at that time is usually home or starting their day, like something about 11. So I think I like 11 as a time to go live. Don't count on me going live at 11 p.m. every day, but I'm thinking that's the best time. Hi Ryan, thank you for being here. Have a great night all in Lamarr. Thank you, Jessica. Yeah, we're going to stay on for maybe 10 more minutes. Make it an even 3-hour live. This is the longest live we've done so far in a while. I think the actual longest live I've ever done over the entirety of my streaming years on YouTube, it was like 8 hours. Was anyone there when we did that 8-hour stream years ago? I still can't believe we did 8 hours. That's so crazy. Can I send for a question? Yes, Ryan. Yes, if you would like to send for a last-minute donation, I'm going to be signing off probably in the next 10 minutes. So get your, send a donation. It's $5 for one question. I do prefer PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. The description or the link to those, or, for you to copy and paste, excuse me, is in the description box below. But I also do accept super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you. Are you serious? 8 hours? Yeah, we did 8 hours one day, child, Paula. It was years ago though. I think it was like 2019, maybe 2020, something like that. It was a couple years ago. What did you do for the 4th of July? I cooked at home. I cooked chicken wings, baked fried chicken wings. Or Jordan Woods chicken wings. I also made some mashed potatoes, which I actually still have some left over. I just forgot about that. Just remembered that. Some mashed potatoes from scratch, and I had a salad. So I did July 4th at home. I did go live though that day too. So thank you to whoever just donated. I'm sorry. I've seen that video. Yes. Thank you, Rainbow Aura, for your donation. Come on over, get up, baby. Brooklyn with my soul like this. Alright, Rainbow Aura, what is your question? It was a good live too. It was a good live. We talked about I don't know how these gnats get in my apartment. We talked about get out of my face. We talked about spirituality, freedom via spirituality, and what freedom means actually. Period, but especially on the 4th of July. Ryan, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I'm Rainbow or Tarot. Oh, thank you, Ryan. What's your question? So if you haven't seen that live, I would definitely check out that live. It's a good topic about freedom and what true freedom means. Ryan, am I making the right choice in the career department? Is Ryan making the right choice in regards to their career? Is Ryan making the right choice in regards to their career? I think Jessica Green is right. Maybe I do need some action, because now I have the song Two Become One stuck in my head by the Spice Girls. And you know in that lyric there, or in that song, they're talking about lovemaking. Spirit, what are you doing, Spirit? Okay, let's focus. Is Ryan making the right choice in the career department? I get the Fool card, so in regards to your career, you definitely could be going through a period of just going with the flow, or stepping into a path, a journey, a position, not knowing what to expect, but going with it anyway. It could also be a position, or you could be in a position right now doing something you've never necessarily done before, or you may not have a lot of experience doing. I do get the Judgment card coming out though, so I think as long as you remain spiritually grounded and tuned in with your ancestors, your spirit guides, and things of that nature, I think you'll do fine. Alright. I feel like they'll guide you. I get the Lovers card, so I feel like you're definitely on the right path for you. This could be a path that involves passion, something you're passionate about. It could also lead to a passion, or lead to maybe to a passionate relationship with the Lovers card coming up. Or once again, it could be the career that is the love. Alright. I get the Page of Wands, so once again, I feel like this is something new. Or something you may have to, thank you to whoever just donated, something you may have to like start from the bottom and work your way up to the top, but it's worth it. Let's pull one last card. Thank you, the Solution, or was that you that just donated? I get the Ace of Pentacles, so I feel like whatever you're doing, Ryan, you're moving in the right direction. Doors could open for you down the line. Alright, so keep doing what you're doing, keep moving forward. Alright. Should I leave my husband? Child, y'all coming with the heavy questions tonight. Did you send a donation to Solution? Thank you so much, so much. You're welcome, Ryan. Have you ever had to turn down a question? Was something just ever too uncomfortable for you to answer? Just curious. To be honest, no, but I've definitely have had some really weird questions. I think I'm not afraid to answer questions because I'm very good with my words and I know how to word things a specific way. So, oh god, I have to charge this phone, child. My phone. I was doing a reading and my phone died in the middle of the reading. I was so upset. So now I have to charge my phone because I don't want it to die. Oh god, I have to charge in my phone. Hold on. Oh dang, I can't charge it there. I have to unplug something? Are you serious? Oh, I hate life right now. Hold on. Ugh. Well, what is that? Can I unplug that? Oh, I can unplug that. This doesn't need to be plugged up right now. Thank you so much. Alright. Okay, I think we're plugged in. Yes, we are. Woo! Ciao. Alright, so I think Abyssinian sent a donation for 2 questions. So let's answer Abyssinian's questions. How long have you been doing tarot astrology? I've been doing it since 2015 professionally. Like I've been reading clients via tarot and astrology since 2015. So how many years is that? That's 7 years I've been doing it. Alright, which is making me starting to make me feel old actually a little bit, but not really. Okay, so Abyssinian's question is, can you give me any more details on my new partner? What details, Spirit, can you give Abyssinian about their new partner? What details, Spirit, can you give Abyssinian about their new partner? One night with you, boy, just one night with you. Every day I think of... Oh, I have to donate for question. Yes, the solution, you have to donate for a question. So if you want a question before I sign off, it's $5 for one question. You can send your donation to PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. That information is also in the description box for you to copy and paste, or I do also accept Super Chat. So, oh wait, didn't you just send a donation? Isn't that you that sent the Super Chat? Thank you, by the way. Can I give you any more details into your new partner? I meant next help. Oh, okay, your next partner. Oh, okay. Okay, Spirit. So, okay, I get the Fool card. So I feel like you meeting this person probably will be unexpected. Your pathway to meeting this person will probably be unexpected. So I don't think you should focus on how, when, or where you're going to meet this person. Alright? I feel like you may just run into each other, or it may seem like you just ran into each other, but really it's a spiritual... It's spiritual. You know, Spirit will bring you together. I get the Justice card. The Justice card can speak of balance. It can speak of truth coming to light. It can speak of legalities. I mean, it can also speak of fairness, just, diplomacy, tactfulness. Alright. I get the Six of Wands. I think your next partner may be, I'm going to answer your question next for solution. I think your next partner, Abyssinian, definitely will be action-oriented. I kind of get the energy of you may meet or connect, and it's kind of like you may take their number, but it may be a week or a couple days before they reach out or you reach out. Like there's something about this relationship where I feel like it may not initially be a wham bam butterflies, oh my god I love this person moment, right? I get the Death card, which can represent change, evolution, growth, endings in some way, shape, or form. So it could be maybe that you meet this person, or you both meet each other on the cusp. And have I said this to you before? Because I feel like I'm getting deja vu. I feel like you may meet your person on the cusp of change. Either you going through change, or they're going through change in their life. All right. So I feel like you really need to pay attention to the circumstances of you meeting this person. I get the Six of Swords. I'm gonna pull one last card. I get the Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah, I don't get that when you meet this person or when this person shows up. I don't get it's gonna be an immediate, like, butterflies and, oh my god, I love this person and I want to date them. I don't get that. I feel like it may grow into something. I feel like you two also could meet under professional circumstances or certain circumstances. Once again, that may involve change. What other cards do we get up in here? We got the Fool card. We got the Justice card. We got the Death card somewhere in here. 3 major arcanas. This to me is all change. This can be literally like something about you get a traffic ticket. God forbid you don't, knock on wood. But just saying as an example. And you go to court. You don't expect to meet anyone at court. But maybe you meet this person at court. Right? With the Justice card coming out. That's why I say that. Or maybe with the Death card coming up, you meet this person on a day when they just quit their job or got fired or something like that. I'm not sure, like, but the circumstances around it are going to be kind of like maybe a little bit weird or unconventional. But once again, go with the flow. You may not recognize this person as the one when you meet them. All right. His information is on the right side of the screen. Yes, Jessica, thank you. Okay, so Abyssinian wants to know, will I be switching jobs this year? Will Abyssinian be switching jobs this year, Spirit? What do you have to say about this? Will Abyssinian be switching jobs? You're welcome, Abyssinian. Will Abyssinian be switching jobs this year? I get the Fool card once again. So the Fool card can be definitely being open to switching, being open to something new at the very least. Being open to new horizons. I get the Devil card though, so there is some toxicity around you, whether this is your current job or your current outlook on finding something new, or something along those lines. You might want to be open for the type of job you're looking for or pursuing. I get the Judgment card though, so the Judgment card is something coming through. It to me is always like spiritual intervention or something coming through at the last minute when you least expect it, you know. The Judgment card to me is like the the energy of, like, say you have a deadline and at the last date of the deadline, what you need comes through, right? So you definitely need to pray. You need to manifest what you want. You need to connect with your ancestors. Abyssinian, in terms of getting a new job, I get the King of Wands, so this could be you or someone else. An Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, male or masculine energy. And once again, the King of Wands is action oriented. The King of Wands is the king of his domain, and that is them. You know, a King of Wands is someone where it's like, you don't control me, I control me. So if I want to leave this job, I'm going to leave. If I want to do this, I'm going to do that. Or I'm going to do this, you know. So maybe you need to kind of like be a bit more confident. But I do get the Tower though. So will you be switching jobs this year? I don't know if this year is the best energy. I feel like once again something could come through at the last minute. But even if something doesn't come through this year, keep trying, keep going. It doesn't mean next year it's not going to happen, right? It just may mean the circumstances for the remainder of this year aren't conducive for what you want to manifest. I get the Six of Wands as your last card, which is forward movement nonetheless, though. So either way, move forward. I don't know if it's going to come through this year exactly. Once again, with the Judgment card, something could come through. Uh-oh. Where'd the Judgment card go? Is that the one that fell? Child. Also, I'm getting hot. I think I have to turn this fan up. Hold on. Oh God, the foaming fell. Lord have mercy. Okay. The Judgment card, once again, is something coming through at the last minute. So, keeping on. I feel like something will come through. I just want to change jobs. Sometimes I have to deal with customers that gets on my absolute nerve. Child. I think that's any job. I don't think there's one job where you're not going to work with someone who's going to get on you, who's not going to get on your nerves. All right. Okay, I think the last question, and then after the solutions question, I think we're going to close donations for the night. I'll come on live later, or once again, y'all can buy a personal reading. All right. The solution wants to know. The solution, let's see if you put your question. Should you leave your husband? Well, this is such, a light moment to end on. Just kidding. The solution. Should the solution leave their husband, Spirit? What do you have to say about this? Should the solution leave their husband? I mean, I guess it is a good way to end for the topic, right? Pluto and Capricorn is change, right? And ending. So, all right, let's see. Should the solution leave their husband? What do you have to say about this, Spirit? I get the Temperance card. I get the Justice card. This kind of right off the bat tells me that I don't know if it's necessary to leave him right now. But there's definitely always I could go through with it, kind of thing. Like maybe just knowing at the back of your mind you could go through with it at any moment. It is an option to leave, to divorce. The Justice card can be divorced, getting the courts involved. I do get the Two of Wands though, so there is something about you seeing what's out there, seeing other opportunities, considering other things. Two of Wands can be the energy of hot and cold, having one foot in, one foot out. Page of Cups shows up, so I'm not sure if children are involved in this situation. Pages can sometimes represent children. I get the Ace of Swords. So, the Ace of Swords tells me maybe, I don't know if you and your husband have had a conversation with one another, but maybe before you make a final decision, have a conversation with your husband, or with someone maybe who could advise you in some way, shape, or form. I mean, which is what I'm doing right now, but I feel like in terms of the actual legality of it, in the aftermath. Like, is it worth it for me to go through it with it legally and dealing with the aftermath of it all? I think you may need to consult someone about that, or maybe get a personal reading about that. Let's get a final card. I get the Moon card, so either way, you're going to be back and forth on this decision. I think ultimately the answer is, I see yes, you're strongly considering leaving him. The time frame of it is questionable. All right. So this also could be something you've been questioning for a while now already. This is a 11, this is a 14, this is a 15, 16, 17, 18, this is a 1, this is a 2. Child, this is too many numbers. I'll say this is something you're going to seriously consider over at the very latest or the least the next year. Alright. I'm going to stick to the number 1, so I don't know if it's the next month. It could be the next week. Because I see you going back and forth on it. I don't see you making the decision right away. But I do see a strong possibility of you making the decision eventually, yes, to leave your husband. See how I worded that? Alright? Alright, you guys, I love you all. Thank you all so much for listening and watching. I am going to sign off because, child, we have been on for 3 hours. I have loved you all so much for joining me on this lovely live stream. Church announcements, final church announcements. Remember, guys, in a couple days, I think, what's today, the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. In almost a week, we will be reviewing Canada's Drag Race Season 3, RuPaul's Canada Drag Race on my second YouTube channel. So let's read some drag queens, let's drag some drag queens, okay? And let's just have fun. Alright, I am available for personal readings. So I'm also available for candles, classes, birth chart readings, mediumship readings, past life readings, anything of that nature. Alright, I think we may have a moon cycle coming up soon, so we're going to talk about that soon. And I think those are the church announcements for now. Alright, plates will be sold in the back. I love you all. This has been a lovely chat. Thank you all so much. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you in your own personal reading. Either way, I will see you soon. And we do wish Wendy Williams the best during this time. And good luck. Love and light, you guys. Until the next one.